I'ma body anybody's beats. Leading up to my own projects, after my projects, in between my projects. Cover for the weight. Lil Sangria in my system. Look. I learned to play the players from mom. Ain't a song that I exaggerated on. It's raining cats and dogs, saturated lawn. Leaders in my condom past the grain of song. They had to wait on palms and knees. Praise the God mighty. Universe in my flesh, awkward speech. Melted out my pores years ago. Used to be off beat as Blueface baby. Now like wanting babies, they fair flow. Couldn't grow with me and your new boy got weak seeds still. Pray it all heal. Achilles and whose ass? Please stop with the jokes. Finally in my bag, mixing in my mind it broke. Couple weeks sober, used to be higher than opera notes. I'm sonning any nigga spitting written fatherly quotes. You don't bother me, blokes, and she a free but a geek. And what I mean, you read Potter, you Poe. All cool guys ain't been cool since we started heating up. You can kick it, we gon' see the dust. No war is infinite, your end game too limited. She want MK from Lee, that's really gon' finish it. Yeah, you a nice dame, you ain't worth that price range. I'm lame cause I wouldn't give you my change. Why you staying quite sane? Pussy to the table, get your cat off my cloth. Rap sex don't get you gift, bitch, that's in the clause. Spring fling, word to May, you too happy to call. Far from home with my back to the wall. Trying to trap me with the cutting hole, had to be saw. I've been cooking but I'm actually raw, yeah. I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like, that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck, TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' handheld. Give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump, they will not criticize. Still question bomber like my nigga lied. White girls boosting so my dick can ride. Out here switching sides. Crossing ship to mind the window cause they living blind. And they soul not showing. I swear my flow how potent. How these hoes got open and you know Pop's joking. If he ain't spell forgiveness, I'm wondering yourself a victim. Hell's free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses, but I give the masses. My whole arm, there are no walls. I ain't kissing asses. The shit and I
Oh my god, it was Mike Myers.
I told you it was Mike Myers. Have I ever been wrong before? Anyways, so like.
Knowledge, I got key consumption, super saiyan, wanna be, I ain't gonna be not buzzing for your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker, she breathing.
I think we're live. Are we live? Please, for the love of God, be live. This has been a journey. We're live. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Jesus.
Hey Creighton, how are you?
I'm
Welcome
good.
to the Shirts Off podcast.
I've been here for like
Bro,
hours.
how long? Okay, first off, I love our opening.
Huh?
I love the opening to our stream. Oh, I didn't see what that. Hold on, let me see.
Wait, are we live?
It was
now?
Dilton. Please scare you. Fuck. Hello. I don't think he realized. Dilton's never here at the or maybe he is. Some of our regulars are never here in the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
So a lot of them don't know we have an opening video. Like, you know that? Like,
Oh
most
yeah,
of the people,
I forgot. We've been starting to like tee up like that we're gonna be on,
so
and,
that
like,
people can see it. Because I mean, in that video, the one you saw is like fucked up. Like, there's something wrong with it right now for some reason. Like, for a long time it was working,
Yeah.
but now like for some reason it's glitching and not happening.
Yeah, it's just like John
How many
Cena.
times do I have to come in here and your shirts are on?
It's just like John Cena. I mean, like at the beginning of his career, he was popping off, dropping raps, and now he's just like he's on cereal boxes and stuff. He was
Well,
essentially
he's an actor now.
no, I know, but he was essentially
one.
like a wrestling Eminem. Yeah,
I don't know if that's a great
it's true.
comparison.
No, that's what he was going for, and then he became a soldier, and now he's on cereal boxes.
I mean, you say that like he's not a really successful comedic actor.
No, I mean he is, and his hair's all weird now. It's all floppy instead of like buzz cutted.
Yeah, you gotta play for the role, dude.
It's so weird though. It's like The Rock went bald, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going in the other direction." Like,
Well, he can still grow his hair.
The Rock,
The
grows
Rock-
hair.
Probably, but I mean, I'm sure that like, he wouldn't go bald unless it made sense or looked right. You know what I mean?
I think he just went bald to be like, "I'm the Rock." You know what I mean? Like, I'm a rock as a person. I look like stone. I am stone. You know. I mean, have you seen his hands? Did I ever show you that picture? Like that. I don't know if we ever talked about it on stream because I think this happened predating the stream, but I follow The Rock on Instagram, and he posted a picture like of him holding like this tiny chameleon or like lizard or whatever it was.
Yeah,
And
like on his finger.
hands were just like they look like solid stone because of all the calluses and everything. I guess from like working out and like just being like a wrestler for
Some of the times where he has like all the chalk on his hands from working out,
Oh, that might have been what it was.
I just look at him and I'm like, I want to be just like him. He's a fucking specimen of a human being.
Yeah.
Samoans, dude. I wish I was Samoan.
What's Samoan?
Like from Hawaii.
Oh.
Like from Samoa. In
I
Hawaii.
want Smo of that.
Creighton, he'd fucking eat you.
Who, The Rock?
The Rock.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was never a debate. I just think like he's the man's like a solid stone as a person and as an idea.
And that's an idea. Samoan Charlie Boy. Dude, that's my new Twitch name.
Or s'more.
I'm gonna be Samoan Charlie Boy.
Smoing like what?
Did you hear? Shut the fuck up.
I've been making these puns the whole damn time, and you're just now acknowledging.
Did you see that the director for Doctor Strange 2 dropped?
What?
Yeah, he was like,
Oh, that's
"Hey
gotta be
Connor,
weird.
I love you, dude." Like, it was the same. Let me double check and make sure that I'm right. But I'm pretty sure it was the same director as. Was it the same one? I'm pretty sure it was the same director as. Oh my god, I have to burp and it's not letting me. Scott Derrickson. Was he the one that did? He's like a horror movie director, and he.
Well, I thought that's what they were going for with this
Yeah,
movie,
but
was
like
to be a
he's
horror movie.
like. Let me make sure.
What movies has he directed? Like, what would I be
That's what
familiar
I'm
with?
looking at. Director. Okay, so he hasn't done the ones I thought. Wait. He did the first Doctor Strange. Hold on. Wait a second. Am I dumb?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Well,
I don't
okay.
think that's part of like. I've said that twice today, by the way, and each time it's been more hilarious than the last.
He's staying on as an executive producer. So the thing was, the big thing I was reading earlier, because I only got to read it for like 5 minutes, was that Kevin Feige announced that it was going to be like a horror, the first like horror movie, but then at the same time he was like, it's not really going to be that horror-y, you know what I mean? Because they can only go so far with horror.
Oh, so he chickened out.
Not him as much as other people. Thank you, Cheeks. Cheeks resubbed.
Oh, thank you,
Cheeks
Cheeks.
resubbed for 4 months. He's been subbed for 4 months.
Nice.
He's one of the earlier adapters. I'm here for shirtless dudes. Oh, okay. Well, you're in for a treat because that's
Yeah.
totally happening.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh wait, I think the Uncharted movie lost another director too. Bro, yes,
Is there an Uncharted movie?
yes. There's. They've been trying to make an Uncharted movie for like 8 years. Right now, Tom Holland is on board to play a young Nathan Drake. I think they should scrap that. They've gone through 7 directors, I think.
One for each year, huh?
Yeah, like they've tried to get this movie going forever and haven't.
Well, before we get on that
Yeah.
topic, like, what happened? How come this guy dropped Doctor Strange?
So what I was picking up on, and I'm probably wrong, but what I was picking up on when I was reading was that he thought it was going to be way more of a horror movie than it is going to wind up being, and
I wanted to be a horror movie.
I
I would
wouldn't
love
mind
for
them
them
either.
to go like all out horror movie with this.
horror movie Doctor Strange would be probably one of the better movies to try and make a horror movie out of the MCU for what we have so far, and then at the same time, like, I think that any horror director is going to only be able to do so much with a PG-13 rating. You know what I mean?
That's fair, but I mean, like, you got to look at it like this. They should try to go R. I feel like I feel like
The only problem is
We
with
live-
the MCU, you're cutting the audience, like, not just in half. You're cutting it in like a fourth.
I mean, but
Because
like,
only a fourth of the people will be allowed to see it.
like you gotta look at it though like this. Like, a lot of people didn't go to see Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know it was a popular MCU movie. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's an MCU movie. It's gonna make like a bunch of money. But like, as far as MC movies go, I don't think it was as popular as like your Spider-Man or your Iron Man movie, because it's Doctor Strange, and it's not like a 4-year-old's gonna be like, oh, I want to go see Doctor Strange. You know?
I mean, maybe. I mean, they're huge, but hold on.
I feel like Doctor Strange is the kind of like superhero you could have the audience where you could do like an R. You know what I mean? Out of all the MCU movies,
the problem is, look, the movie made $677 million when it was in theaters. It only made 230 of that in America, and that's usually about. They only usually make like a third or a fourth of the money that they do make in America. Everything else is overseas. There's just so many more people, and all they want to see is that crazy shit. And they're not. They can't. You can't release rated R movies in other countries.
Yeah.
Or at least not in China, not in India, not in Japan, not in the countries with the giant populations where they show them. Especially China. China's the big one. China, like almost every movie that is made in America that is released internationally makes like 3/4 of its profit, or 3/4 of the money it makes. Period in China.
Well, how much money did Deadpool make?
In America?
Well, just in general, because
It
Deadpool
only
was
got
rated R.
released here. Yeah, you can't release that in China.
No, I mean
They
not
didn't-
in
it
China.
didn't
I
get
just
released.
mean overall. Overall.
That's what I mean.
I mean, Deadpool
Overall, it
isn't
might have gone
like,
to like the EU, but other than that, let's see.
Deadpool isn't like my measuring stick, but it's like a good basis. Like I would-
783 million.
So that's more than Doctor Strange, though, right?
Yeah, but you got Doctor Strange barely had a marketing campaign.
That's true.
Deadpool had one of the biggest marketing campaigns of any movie of all time when it came out. And then Deadpool 2, the same thing. When you have Ryan Reynolds doing it, Ryan Reynolds is a fucking marketing madman. He does it all himself. It's like his movie. That's his baby. You know what I mean? Like he's it's like The Rock. The Rock can put a movie into $1 billion circulation. I mean, granted, Hobbs and Shaw didn't make that much, but I think it only made like 700 or 800 million.
Do people want that? Like Hobbs and Shaw, like that kind of.
I thought it was dope.
I never saw it. And
I watched it.
I've
I'm
never
not
seen
like
the
I'm
Fast
not
and
like
Furious.
I don't need a sequel, but I'd watch one. It was funny. I mean, it was funny. It was entertaining. Like they're hilarious characters. It's like dope to watch it.
You have to
but-
see the other Fast and Furious movies to understand
Little
what's
one.
going on.
You don't. It's not. It's barely, very loosely connected to the Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, like so loosely. Like this was basically the first of new movies, where they were like, we're just gonna diverge away.
From like doing Fast and Furious stuff.
This is gonna be like its own thing in that universe, kind of in a way.
Was it like a weird? Was it almost like a Star Wars story movie? Like there was hints to the saga going on, or like cameos by popular. Like did Vin Diesel walk in the background or something at one point?
Maybe.
Is Vin Diesel even alive in these movies anymore? Like
I don't know. I stopped watching the Fast and Furious movies after the 5th one. Fast 5 was the last one I watched.
sounds like a hand job.
Yeah, it does.
I thought about that when that movie came out, and I was like, yeah. Somebody really didn't. Somebody either really thought this through or didn't think it through at all.
Oh, excuse me. That felt good. I just looked at Joker is the first rated R movie to ever break $1 billion. That's like, it's the highest grossing rated R movie of all time. And that's just at $1 billion.
I just wish they would do, like, I would love to see a horror movie, Doctor Strange.
I would too, but like the problem is they're not going to do it. It would be too difficult. Like, only Americans would see it. And
It would be risque.
it would be, well, it's not even that it would be risque, because sure, a lot of us would go see it, especially just because it's MCU. But even with MCU being as popular as it is, movies like Doctor Strange aren't going to draw the same numbers as an Endgame or an Avengers or a Captain America or an Iron Man, solely because it's like a weird one. It's like not really a super Avenger-y movie yet. And
Like
when you had 60% of your money made overseas, that's a lot of your money. That's most of your money made overseas. Like, they're not going to risk that by going R. Because then, not only are you cutting it in half to the people that can see it in the world, you're cutting it down just because people can't go see rated R movies with their kids. So, like, only adults. You're only going to be paying for adults.
Well, another thing, too, I was going to say is, like, You could do a pretty good horror movie in a PG-13 rating. I think. I
Yeah.
feel like.
But still, I mean, and it probably will be classified kind of as horror, but you can't do horror to the extent where it needs to be horror. Like, that's a bad way of putting it. You can't do horror to the extent where it will come out as a good horror film. You know what I mean? You can. There's a few, but not really.
And they might just surprise us all and pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, I think A Quiet Place was rated PG-13.
I think it was too. Now that you mention it.
Is it PG-13? I think it was. It was PG-13. That one was lucky, though, because it didn't have to use words very much.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, dude, that one, amazing. Have you seen the trailer for the second one?
Yeah.
Dude, it looks so good. Like the real
We were
trailer.
in the theater together when we saw the trailer.
No, that was a fake trailer. I mean, it wasn't fake, like it didn't. That was like a teaser. That was like 20 seconds. There's like a real trailer now. You wanna watch it?
Oh, sure.
You wanna watch it? Yo, Stream, you down watching a scary movie trailer? It's not like crazy scary. It's just a little scary. Like it's got tension. I wouldn't say it's like a scary trailer.
The only thing I'm worried about is like A Quiet Place feels like such a good like standalone movie.
I was in the same boat as what you're about to say. I thought, I don't know how they can do a well-built, like, you know...
Sequel.
Yeah, sequel, but that was before I saw the trailer. Okay.
Is there a new trailer for Birds of Prey?
There is. Came out today.
Oh, can we watch that one too?
Yes. Dilton, that's what I'm saying. But, just watch the trailer.
Mom? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay. That's Dad. Okay. That's Dad. Dad. Where? Mom? Oh my God.
Watch the bus. Watch the bus. So now it's taking place immediately after the ending.
I don't know why you came all the way up here. There's nothing left.
Please. There are people out there worth saving.
You don't know, do you? Oh, I do. The people that are left, they're not the kind of people worth saving.
Dude. Does that not look sick?
Wait, is there another part to it? Like, what's that chunk there towards the end?
That's just the ending. Like,
Oh, that's
it's
just
like
the
this part.
Oh yeah.
That's at the end of all these. And then the Birds of Prey.
Wow.
This looks good too. He's the guy from Peaky Blinders. Yeah. They talk now a while. Well, they talked in the first one a little bit, you know. But yeah, his name's Cillian Murphy. That's the actor's name. He's also in like Dark Knight trilogy, all those. He's Scarecrow. Speaking of Batman.
Can I help you?
Why, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
This one. Ah, shit. I told this all wrong. Quick history lesson. This all started when the Joker and I broke up. It was completely mutual. And soon enough, I was back on my feet, ready to embrace the fierce goddess within. It's so quiet. Now that I cut ties with Mr. J, I'm about to learn that a lot of people want me dead. All alone. And at the top of that list is this guy. And so peaceful. But it turns out that wasn't the only dame in Gotham looking for emancipation. You fall in love. He's after all of us. We can't just rob him. You betrayed him. You killed his BFF.
What?
You are so cool.
You never.
And you're dumb enough to be building a case against him. So, unless we all want to die very unpleasant death, we're gonna have to work together.
Sure.
I love Black Mask.
Psychologically speaking, vengeance rarely brings the catharsis we hope for. Yeah. Are we ready?
You blow up fuse. Devil cuts loose. So what's the use?
Turn it up!
Sky kicks in. Devil cuts loose. Blow your fuse. When you fall in love.
Oh shit. Is that a hyena in a bathtub? I named him Bruce after that hunky Wayne guy.
Bro, that's gonna be my sub. As soon as I get it, I think it's rated R. At a certain point, is it rated R?
Does it say rating not rated or rated R?
I don't see it. Bro, that... Hold on, let me switch the screen. That's gonna be one of those things that, What did you say try number 2 for, Dilton? I think it's gonna be rated R. I'm not 100%. I hope so. But, at a certain point, whenever I can get it, I'm gonna get him going. That's gonna be my like a donation sound, like a bit sound or something. When it comes up on the screen, it's just like. I love that little laugh, bro. That's gonna be a.
Evie does that sometimes.
She does. She actually has.
But she does more of like this.
She'll like.
Like
she does
she'll be
that.
breathing really hard.
Yeah, but she'll like do it, trying to scare you with bits, but it's never gonna work again. Yeah, I have it cut too low now. It's not scary anymore. The reason it was scary is because in my ears, it was way louder than on stream. Because on stream, I have the stream cut down to a level where it's not gonna hurt you guys. Like
but it was right in our ears every time.
Yeah, but what we hear is way louder than what you guys hear for most things. Like whenever we watch videos like that, excuse me, I cut it up. Like I cut that up. Like I'm not gonna show you that manga. I'm not gonna go through all that. But that's why. But I have it cut down on my end now, so like that shit won't scare me anymore. So shit on it. He's always trying to scare her. Creighton yoink that shit up when he leaves or gets up.
I don't know how to do it.
He doesn't know how to do it.
He didn't show me. He was like, I'm not just gonna show you.
Yeah, I will. It'll take a lot for me to trust Creighton with my setup
What
to an
is
extent
this?
where I could get him to. It's for the ukulele. It's to help tune the strings.
Oh.
Learn? No, he will not learn.
Learn what?
You will not learn how to run the stream. You'd have to go. He'd have to do it on his own time with his own setup, and he doesn't have either of those things.
I have time.
Yes, but not your own setup.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
he has
so
one
what's
of those
either
things.
of those things?
Shut up.
I feel like you messed up there.
I
Joe.
did totally mess up there.
You know what though?
What though? What?
We should go see Uncut Gems.
We really should.
Looks good. Tomorrow I'll get the con.
Yeah, but like.
In Concord, by the way, which is kind of hilarious. I'm so glad this is gonna be like.
We're going to the con in Concord. The
I'm so
Concord
glad-
Con in Concord Mills.
I'm so glad that like this is gonna be my like first con on my own, and it's in Concord.
What do you mean on your own?
Like I've been to a Lego convention before, but I went. with
Oh,
my
those aren't the
stepmom.
same though. Anyway.
It was pretty dope actually. It was
Yeah,
around the
they are.
time Avengers: Age of Ultron was coming out, and they had this giant Lego statue made out of individual Legos, by the way,
Yeah.
of the Hulk and Hulkbuster fighting.
Oh, that's pretty dope. How big?
It-
Like taller than us big?
Like it probably was like size like for a realistic Hulk.
So like 10 or 12 feet?
Yeah.
So like taller than us.
Yeah, big.
So
big,
is that? Yeah, that's
It wouldn't fit in the bed of my truck.
Just wanted to stop and say hello. Hello, Marina.
Hello, Marina.
Oh, you said it right this time.
Did
You're
I- did I
learning.
not say it right.
So, we want to do a 24-hour stream. According to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I worked out a date for us to do it.
Well, and by
I know
worked
you-
out, you
I-
looked at a calendar and was like, this would be a good day.
It is a good day.
It is a
It's
good
Friday
day.
the 13th.
Yeah, totally not a horrifying, scary day.
Charlie's just nervous.
Well, see, the thing with days like that is you're going to have everybody and their mother streaming horror games on those days.
Listen. It's Friday the 13th, and I want to do a 24-hour stream.
I understand.
Let me have this, Charlie.
Thank you, Marina. I love you too.
I love you too, Marina.
Why am I chewing gum? I always start to chew gum and realize I'm
I
going to
don't
be chewing.
know.
I'm
You're
not
like
gonna
going
hear
to be
it.
chewing into the mic, into the ears of all of our listeners, and driving them away from our stream. Unless you guys are into that. Charlie's ASMR. Like, he's just chewing gum the whole time. 24 hours of Charlie
Oh
chewing
my
gum.
god, imagine. You know people would tune in.
They'd be like, oh yeah, I just got off to that.
I wonder when my...
I just creamed my jeans.
Okay, bro, please.
Listening to you chew gum.
I keep looking at my emote list to see if, like, for some reason...
The emotes might come through.
Yeah, and like,
Oh.
they never have. They keep not
There was something-
happening, and I'm so, like, I can't wait for them to happen.
There was something I wanted to say.
What do you want to say?
So, if we don't do it the 13th, let's do it the 20th.
Justice, go the hell to sleep.
Justice.
Yeah, George said, please do me a solid by saying, go the hell to sleep, Justice.
Oh, go to hell to sleep, Justice.
You said it bad. You
Oh.
suck.
I'm sorry, I can't be mean to her.
Justice,
She's got like
go to
she's
sleep.
so nice.
She is very nice. Actually, I take back everything
Yeah, I
I
was
said.
about to say.
Justice, stay awake. Hit him with a pillow. Hit George with I don't care.
She's so nice. And
She's the nicest-
She's got like that sweet high pitched voice.
Yeah,
too.
she's like,
You know
hey
what I mean?
guys, how's it
Yeah,
going? Like, it's like
yeah.
I couldn't seriously.
Right?
I don't know if it would be possible. She'd have to kill Michael for me to feel anger, and even then, I'd be like,
I don't know.
yeah, I can't stay mad at you. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be tough.
I can't stay mad at
I
you.
can't stay mad at
You
you,
just bludgeoned
Justice.
my brother to death.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't
Violently
stay
in
mad.
front of me and my brother, and my father, and my sister.
But I can't
She
stay
did.
mad at
She
you.
actually did.
She what?
She hit you with a pillow,
Nice.
or went to sleep. Either way,
Welcome,
I
George,
feel like
by
it's a
the
win.
way.
Yeah, hey George, how's it going, dude?
Oh. So anyway, 24-hour stream.
24-hour stream.
I think we should do it
Okay.
the 20th. If we don't do it the 13th. But I really want to do it the 13th. But you brought up a good point.
Why not? Why the 20th if not the 13th?
Well, that's the next Friday.
It's another Friday. Okay, Friday. You're like I do like Friday as the day to do it. Hit me with
So-
the pillow.
Like
Should
what
we
we
with
would
the-
start it we would start the that day, like that Friday.
So we would,
and then
yeah.
end it
I
that
mean,
Saturday,
we'd have to figure out.
like a time.
We have a good amount of time to figure this out. So we have the rest of January. We've
The rest
20
of
days.
February.
so we got like 40. We got 50 or 60 days to figure this out, and even then after that, like all that time, we can start to maybe try and do streams during like times we're not used to. You know, we start one at like 2 or 3 p.m. on a day where we're both free.
We need like
Excuse me.
I needed like a day to prep, the day for the execution and the day after just to recover.
I agree. He said, also, why don't you guys say nice things about me like you do about her? George, we said all those things yesterday.
Yeah, we did say that.
We have to wait at least 8 more days before we're nice to you again.
Yeah.
Now it's like light roasting with the occasional jab at your existential angst.
Yeah, yeah.
Peppered in with some nice things, but
You know
they're
what's-
very spread out.
You know what was nice?
Justice
about
has
George?
earned, by strictly being nice the whole time we've known her, she has earned the, what's the word I'm looking for? She has earned the, let me figure out the word I'm looking for. Like,
I don't know
the
what you're
respect.
saying.
She's earned the respect for
Oh,
us to
there you go.
only exclusively say nice things to her.
Yeah.
You have
No.
said mean things to us. Not only have you said mean things, you've said hurtful mean things.
And you broke Charlie's tablet.
And you broke my tablet. I'm never letting it go now. Now that it's like a thing. I think Creighton used effect instead of affect in his tweet about coffee.
I might have.
It's been bothering
It's
me,
possible.
and I wanted to confront him about it.
You're gonna confront me here on the street?
She's very angry now. She carries a knife everywhere. Ooh.
New York changes people, I
It
guess.
does. I'm sure. Well, I carry 3 knives to the gym with me.
So what, you saying you moved to New York and you'll just stop carrying knives?
No, if I
altogether?
moved to New York, I might buy guns. Or like a small
Or
cannon.
machete.
Or machete.
Did you see
See
that?
the guy, bro, in California?
What?
In Hollywood? Oh my god, bro.
No, wait,
this
wait.
this
Mine's
guy was
way
robbing
funnier.
a store. This guy was robbing a store yesterday
Mine
in
involves
Hollywood.
Frozen too.
Okay, this guy was robbing a store in Hollywood yesterday,
Yeah.
and like he used a machete and he like attacked a person at a drive-through and
What?
stole the car.
What the fuck?
And then the police chase him. He gets out of the car and starts attacking police, and like one police starts shooting at him and misses, and he gets knocked down, and the guy's like this about to attack, and like 5 police start killing him, and he died. Obviously.
Jesus. What
It
was wrong with him?
He was a criminal. I don't know.
What do you think?
He might have been messed up, but
He
I don't
forgot
know.
that
He was 23.
He forgot that he wasn't playing GTA 5.
Yeah, bro. Why are you bringing up old shit?
So you know what though? Like, hey,
I mean, hey.
wait, Charlie.
Yeah.
So Chris told me about this one, but apparently, like,
Chris.
Our
Chris?
Black
Okay,
Jesus.
Chris.
So Chris told me about this.
Speaking-
Apparently, like, somebody got in a machete fight in Frozen 2.
To see it?
Yeah, in the movie theater. And I don't know the details of this, but in my head when Chris told me this, I was like, did somebody whip out a machete and start threatening people? And then somebody else also had a machete and started defending people, and they started machete fighting within the Frozen 2 theater?
Hold on. What? First, what are the odds that one, someone going to see Frozen
Has a machete.
has a machete? 2, what are the odds they're going to get pissed at it? You know what? No, the odds are probably high they're going to be mad at someone. But the real crazy shit, what are the odds that some fucker has another machete and is there to defend in case people bring machetes? It's like, today is my day.
It's like 20...
Every movie, they said I was crazy when I went and saw Tangled. They said I was crazy. They said I was crazy when Princess and the Frog came out.
I like how
but I was ready for
specifically
this.
Disney movies.
Yeah, I was ready for this. And it's like Frozen 2. I knew that this sequel with this much angst behind it after all the crazy songs that plagued our minds, I knew someone would come to this.
20 years of carrying a machete to the movie theaters. And
It's all
today's
started.
my day
It's
to
all
shine.
started with Pocahontas. Oh my god, bro.
Oh, man.
It's not about... So, George, the way... I'm an affiliate on Twitch. So, the way it works is if you're a partner and you send emotes through Twitch to get approved, it's usually like a day, maybe 2. Unless you're like a big partner like Nick Merckx or Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman, they can do it and they'll instantly be ready. Like, they'll get them like pre-approved. Like, they'll tell Twitch ahead of time, like, hey, I'm going to have these ready. They're going to be basically the same, just decorated different, because they'll have emotes changed for the holidays and shit. Excuse me. But for affiliates, it could be like 2 weeks.
I'll be right back
What are you doing?
to the bathroom.
I told you. We've been live
No,
for
but I
30
didn't
minutes.
have to go.
Oh my
Man,
god.
Now I have to go.
I'm gonna go to bed because I work tomorrow morning. Night Kings, have a good stream. Love you, Dilton. I'll catch you later, brother. But it's been around a week since I put them in to be approved. So, you know, it's just a waiting game now. But I really love those guys. The guys that did this, they're my friends, Dylan and Cody. They're twins. I guess they're not a company yet, but on Twitter and all their name on social media is Sneaky Bro Art, and they're 2 twin brothers, and they are excellent designers. They make emotes, they make subscriber badges. Like when you look in chat, the little star next to your name that like means you're a subscriber. Eventually, I can get subscriber badges that are like one of 2 things. Where it's here. Let me just pull up their Twitter so you can see what I'm talking about. But they Sneaky Bro. They do insanely cool. Oh shit! It's their birthday.
And wrong.
Discard, and then there we go.
There you get it.
That was weird. Yeah, I don't know what was the problem there. Charlie Chaplin walked so you could run with this silence. That's funny. I don't know what happened there. Everything.
Did we get it? Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Oh,
They can
okay.
hear us.
Sweet.
That was weird. It's gonna be really awkward for whoever watches this on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, so
I say that like we have thousands of viewers. Like your mom's gonna be confused for like 3 minutes.
how many views did we get on today's video?
Like 9. Or wait, no, the one before was like 9.
Hello,
Austin.
The one before it has been like pretty like the most we've gotten in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me look.
Because I looked to see. I always check. Like we were talking about numbers last night. Like I love looking at numbers and shit.
So the one from the one from today and the one from yesterday,
Yeah.
or from a week ago. Yesterday, from a week ago, both have 9.
Wait, it's already got 9 from today.
Today's has 9,
Wow.
and I haven't watched it yet.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Oh my god!
We might just break 10.
Yeah, we've broken 10 on 2 or 3, but
Well, you know the very first one had like 30 something.
yeah, that's what I meant by one, like 2 or 3.
But that's the only one. And then
So-
it immediately dipped.
Just to get back to George's,
What was George's point?
not a point, but I was just showing him these emotes.
Oh, okay.
These I got my emotes made by the guys that do these. So, like Nick Merckx, he's a friend of mine. These are his emotes.
Yeah.
And he has some more on here somewhere. Not here. Hold on. Are they over here? Or maybe not.
I don't know what it is about like
They do these. These are $130 a piece, but they'll like
that's
get a picture
nice.
of you and make a neon Avi for you. Like a lot of people. There's like 50 pro gamers that have these as their things, and they look. I really like this style.
That one guy looks
specifically.
like Thrawn from Star Wars.
Which this one?
Yeah, that one.
Yo, low key, like both of these kind of.
Yeah. But you know, those other
These are the
ones.
sub badges, like the stars in chat is what I was talking about. That's what now I remember.
Oh yes, that way you can make the tanks or anything.
Yeah, so you can get them like this, where it's the same image but colored differently. It's like for progression. So like this would be right away you sub and you get this. After 3 months you get this. After 6, after 9, a year, whatever. You know, some are like 2 year. And then you can also get them like this, where each one changes to evolve into a new thing. Anyway,
These kind of remind me of, or the design of those kind of remind me of Castle Crashers for some reason.
Castle Crashers.
Did you ever play Castle Crashers?
Was that the one where you slung it with a trebuchet and like broke things? Like there were like
No.
it wasn't like it was like our
No,
game on
no,
the
no,
like
no,
on
no,
computer.
no.
Like it's
No, I
cool
know
to
what you're
play.
talking about. That's something else. But is it Castle Crashers might have been that. No, I was thinking about
3 of those.
the PS game, the PlayStation game that's like, it's almost like
Castle Crashers.
almost like Mario, but like it's like it's a side-scrolling game or scrolling, whatever the scrolling game is, and side-scrolling, yeah, and it's like you can get different abilities and weapons and stuff, and like you can fight in groups and everything. It almost reminds me a little bit of Smash, like because you can play with multiple people, but instead of fighting each other, you're like fighting different enemies to progress in like a Mario fashion to different levels.
I forgot all about that thing.
Oh, he sent you something.
Who?
George. He sent us both something, actually. It might have been a picture of Castle.
Oh my god.
What? Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, that's what's his name. Anyways, send that, look up Castle Crashers real quick. You'll know it if you see it, probably, because you used to play PlayStation a lot. And still do, I think.
Not PlayStation. I play everything on PC now, for the most part.
Yeah, that. You never played that?
I've seen these characters before. I never played it, no.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun game.
It looks fun. I mean, I do like those games where you can play like 3 or 4 people, especially when it's all on one screen. We can sit here and yell at each other and go crazy.
Yeah. Do you remember Will?
Yeah.
Will introduced me to it. And Atlas played it a lot. And I played with Atlas a lot.
I played...
Giggity.
I played Super Smash Brothers with Adam, and I'd never played before, and he had played a lot, and I beat him one game. It was the most satisfied I ever felt playing anything in my life.
I did that to Videz, but with Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on Switch. Like, I beat his ass.
Poor Videz.
And Videz is like, he plays Smash, like,
Yeah.
almost borderline professionally.
Well, you say that. I doubt that.
Well,
If
he's
you
trying
beat
to,
him,
actually. He's
I'm
trying to get his
sure.
own gaming channel together.
Well, that doesn't mean you're a professional.
No, but I mean, like borderline.
Sonic Fox.
I didn't say he was professional. I said borderline professional.
That headset is bending the shit out of
You
your ear.
You better watch Charlie Videz.
Yeah,
He's
it
trying
is.
to call you out and say you don't play professionally.
I mean, you
And
know
I
what?
didn't even say-
I don't know how he makes his money. He might. I have thought that if he's not a cam boy, he plays video games
But
professionally.
he's definitely a cam boy.
He's probably a cam boy.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's no doubt about it. He's a cam boy.
Sorry, Kimberly.
Wait, she doesn't know what a cam boy is.
I mean, she'll figure it out now.
We can tell her.
I mean, I don't want
So
to.
a cam boy.
No, Peyton, let's not do this.
Let's get into this.
Go ahead. You know what? I'll let you.
Okay,
I'm
so
down.
a
I
cam
don't care.
boy is basically
Sorry for this.
it's a show of sorts
Right.
on the internet. Actually, you know what? If you just Google a cam girl, like Google that, and then like it's the inverse of that. Like instead of a girl, it's a boy. Yeah. It's a naked show with webcams, and they're doing things to themselves or with others sometimes.
A lot of the times with others.
Charlie knows he used to have a cam boy show.
Right. This is technically a cam boy show.
Oh, that.
Like, by
that makes
all
me feel so
definitions-
much worse.
Yeah, by all definitions of what this is supposed to be, like, we sit here and we don't play anything. We are simply
play with
talking.
each other
All
under
podcasts
the
are cam
table.
boy or cam shows. You know, so, yeah, stop counting the change in my pocket with your foot. You're getting quite good at it.
Guess
I
what
can't wait till the shirts off emote is like approved and used all the time.
Guess what I found today at Food Lion?
What?
So we have a movie section over there, which is pretty great. Cause
At Food Lion?
yeah, like we sell Blu-rays and DVDs, and sometimes we'll have like.
You said that dripping with like
Because
enthusiasm. You're so happy.
I am happy about it because like look, think about it like this. So like, I'll get digital DVD and Blu-ray copies of whatever I want, really, like for like $5, and it's so great. But like, you have to kind of dig through all the shit to find the good shit. So right now we got The Road to El Dorado, or the El Dorado movie, which is pretty solid.
on Disney Plus.
It's not on Disney Plus.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's not a Disney movie.
Yes, it is.
El Dorado? That's a DreamWorks movie.
Wait, watch. Hold on. Search. Am I dumb?
It would seem that
Why did I think it was on here?
Because you're an idiot.
Oh, you know what I'm confusing it with? Cusco.
Oh, The
The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
That's what I'm...
No, two different movies.
Bro, The Emperor's New Groove
Yeah.
is so
But let me finish my story.
good. Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So, anyways, I'm looking through, because, like, I check it sporadically, because, like, we won't get anything for a long, long time, because we don't, that's not what we sell a lot
Yeah.
of over there. And so we got The Road to El Dorado today, which is one of my top highlights. We got The Hangover Part 3 and The Hangover Part 2.
Hangover Part 2 is the best one to me.
I haven't seen this. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen any of the other ones. And we got Blazing Saddles on Blu-ray, which I wanted to get it so bad, and then like by the time I had pulled the last still, I had forgot about it. It was sitting over there beside the time clock, so I couldn't get it.
The things that
What?
the things that plague you, that you consider negative, are just the greatest things in the world to hear.
Consider negative?
Not even negative, just like the things that like get in your way that you're like, it sucks. like the things that happen to you that like your trials and tribulations are so tame in comparison to other people.
Well, I mean, like I just
To like
feel
a comedic level, like it's amazing.
I mean, like those aren't my. I wouldn't say those are my trials and tribulations. The Lord's definitely testing me though, because I couldn't get Blazing Saddles on Blu-ray today.
I hate you.
A movie that
Thing
came
is,
out in
you could watch all these
1974.
movies for free if you wanted.
No, but I would need hard copies.
Why would you need
I need them.
hardcovers?
I need them.
Why?
I need them.
Why?
I need them. It's what I collect.
It's a dumb collection.
Well, you look at all your dumb shit that you have behind you.
I didn't buy any of it. People give it to me. I don't collect it. I keep it because it's mean to throw it away. I like getting cool shit like that.
I feel like it being mean to throw it away isn't what's stopping you from throwing it away.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of it's cool shit, but I'm not collecting it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I beg to differ.
if I was collecting pops, I'd have a problem because I like all of the pops I look at, but I don't buy them.
I don't.
I-
Look,
out
I
of all
don't get
those-
pops. I fucking hate pops.
Out of
I
everything
think
up
they're a
there,
waste
I
of
bought that
space.
Star Wars record, the one in the frame. That's a record. I bought that.
I know we've played it before.
Yeah, and I bought the books. I bought most of those books. Other than that, everything up there was given to me. Like I don't.
Oh, so you can have a book collection.
Dude, just shut the fuck up. Not you. Mike said that.
Why would you?
He was
Why,
talking to me.
why not just read the books online, Charlie? Why you have to have the hard copies? You
Because
can
some of
read
those
'em-
books,
you-
they
this
cost
is-
a lot of money.
This is
online.
what you sound like. You can read them anywhere online.
Yeah, but not for free. Not any of them.
Yeah, you can.
Not any
There's
of
a
them.
bunch of sites where you can find
Yes,
them
but
for free.
some books.
That's
like,
the argument you have towards me right
Yeah, but a lot of them are audiobooks. And, like I tried to listen to book 3, Game of Thrones, an audiobook.
now. Who's reading it? Is it
Some old idiot.
I was about to say, is it
Like,
actually the guy who
That
wrote
is
it?
not a good book for one voice to read, because that you have fucking hundreds of characters.
Do you think he did it all in one take?
No,
Imagine if he
Bro,
did that.
yeah, it's like a 50-hour book. like to
he's
read.
He's like, give me a bottle of water in 2 days.
Yeah, no. Bro. I read the third book the fastest. The third book like holds you in like fucking. It's captivating. It's the most
Grips you
captivating.
like a gorilla fist.
Sure. Book 1's awesome. Book 2's amazing. Book 3's fucking best book I've ever read in my life. Not above everything. I mean, nothing's ever come close.
Better than Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
I didn't read the books for Harry Potter yet. I have them all,
Yeah, I saw that.
and I haven't read them
Apparently,
yet.
Prisoner of Azkaban is like the best one.
I've heard it's amazing.
But
I'm
it's the
excited. I want to
best.
read them. I just haven't yet.
It's the best.
But
Apparently.
I'm on book 5, and I'm not. I don't want to finish it.
Yeah.
I'm
because
worried.
you gotta wait.
Yeah, because I don't want to read it and then be done, and then book 6 like I have to wait for book 6 to come out.
You're gonna be dead when book 6 comes out.
No, apparently it's coming out this year sometime.
It is?
That's he announced it like within the last 3 or 4 days.
And then what? It's gonna be like 5 more years before.
Oh my god, probably more than that. I mean, book 5 was released in 2011.
Yeah.
It's been 9 years
9
since
years.
book 5, and now book 6 is about to come. I don't know. It'll be like 1,000.
So we'll all be dead. Before Game of Thrones, the books have ended.
Well, I mean, there's only 2 left. There's 6 and 7 is the only books left.
Are we sure he's doing just 7?
Yeah, he said that a long time ago. Yeah, he does have other like. He has other books in the universe, like Targaryen, like the
Yeah, like
history
spin-off
of the
books.
Targaryen. Yeah, like spin-off stuff that are semi-successful and like, or not even semi. Like they're very successful and very like well loved. Like Emergency Awesome, he reads all of it. I don't understand where that guy gets the time to do the shit he does.
I know, right? He
Even
does
as a guy who
everything.
professionally just makes YouTube videos, like most people would think, it's probably easy. Bro, he
He
makes
has to do so much research.
and like he knows everything. It's not like he has someone doing it. Like this guy, he's the one that knows. He has opinions on everything. Like I'm just gonna look at like the different like things that he covers, like the different fucking lores and.
I know he
everything. It's
does.
not-
I know
He does DC, Avatar: The Last Airbender, MCU, Star Wars, fucking like Flash, all the CW shows.
That's what I was gonna say.
Clone
When you
Wars,
say DC,
Rebels,
I mean he does because I've looked at a lot of his DC
Mandalorian, fucking all the movies, all the shows. Witcher now, he's doing The Witcher. Like, it's bananas. The amount of shit. What were we just talking about? That was the
and
reason.
he cranks out videos like every day.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, bro. He's read every Game of Thrones book. He read every Game of Thrones book. Do you know how big the books there are? Fucking he not only read them, he had read like the new Targaryen book. Like he had a video ready the day it came out. And like read the book.
Are you okay,
Like he
so,
does get advanced screenings of certain things, and I'm sure he gets advanced copies of books.
So are we sure? Though,
he saw
that
Rise of Skywalker
that
at the
he's
premiere.
the one doing it, like though, and not he doesn't have like a team.
Bro, have you heard him?
I've heard him.
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure it's him. I don't think this guy's a team.
I don't know. Like.
He's been editing his videos the same way since I've watched. I've been watching him for like 5 years.
Me too.
Like
I was watching him when I first started watching Arrow, and that was in 2011.
I was watching him when he had like a little like right at like 1 million subs, and 1 million subscribers is
How many
good.
does he got now?
Like 3.3 or something like that along the lines. But like 1 million subs on YouTube is great, but I don't, like you're not making money where you can have a team of people with at 1 million. You know, like now he's got 3 million, and he gets like 500,000 views. That's you can have a team. He might have one, but nothing has changed.
At first.
His editing is fine. Like his editing is just how
the
it's
videos
always
are
been.
just like awesome. Like they're kind of
Yeah,
like
he's
good,
really good at it.
What's the word? They're good documentary videos because they just present the information. They don't present his like view on anything of it. It just is him like talking like this is how it's made. It kind of reminds me of like the how it's made kind of guy. You know, just talking about like the glass is pressed, but like in a more entertaining style of voice.
I wouldn't even say it's like the style of voice. I would just say it's the backing of what he like. You know that everything he's saying,
He knows.
he knows it, bro. He's a genius. Like he might have a script, but I don't think it's a script because back in the day he still talks the same. And back in the day, like half of the video was him talking directly into the camera. I don't think he has a lot of scripts. Like I think he has some script, like a list, but for the most part, he's just saying what he knows to the camera.
Well, do you think it's one of those cases where, like, oh, I don't know if everybody knows this, but, like, you know, people, like, with autism have, like or are on the autism spectrum have, like, these
unbelievably, like, high-functioning...
Like, intellect.
But, like,
and
over,
they just
over very
absorb
specific
information,
things.
yeah.
He could definitely be... He could have an
And
eidetic memory.
that's why he can just spute it out, is because he's got it, like, memorized. Because,
Probably,
like,
I mean,
you know what I mean? I
yeah.
mean...
Like Rain Man, he could just count. He just knew everything.
Yeah,
he knew
exactly.
He knew how to count shit.
Not that we're saying that this guy has that, because we don't know him.
I'm just,
but
no,
we're
I know what you mean.
speculating.
I know what you mean. Some people are just geniuses, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, like they don't
Yeah.
have to be autistic.
Yeah.
And
get
I
that.
don't know. He might be, but I doubt it. I mean, he seems. My cousin knows like every actor, actress, director of like any movie ever. Bro, I'm on my way to knowing that shit.
Yeah.
I know the like age of a lot of actors and actors, or at least at one point I knew everyone. And I knew for like 3 years, and it's getting to the part where it's been a while, and I'm like, wait, has it been 3 years or 4 years since I knew that? So like I'm having to add and subtract. Like when you said Betty White, you were like, she's 98. I was like, yeah, her birthday was like 3 days ago, because like it was just a. Hold on, let me double check, make sure I'm right. Betty White birthday. Oh no, you were wrong. She's 97. She'll be 98 in a week.
Oh, well, this magazine cover said she was 98.
Well, they lied.
Wow. What fucking liars.
I just remember January. Oh well.
What?
It's her birthday's in January.
Oh, I thought you were about to
I
say,
remember
like, I
months
just
for
remember
birthdays
January.
for a lot of people.
I just
Or I
remember-
did. Again, it's getting fuzzy now. There was a point where I knew all of them. Me and my dad used to play a game where we would guess how old actors and actresses are, like by Googling. You know, we would just and like we would Google like their net worths and be like, how much do you think this guy's worth? Like by what Google and what Google says is wrong. All those net worths that Google say are just incorrect, bro.
Like, too high or too low? Or
Both.
like it's just...
Sometimes one, sometimes the other. Like
You know
Joe
what, man?
Rogan, bro. Like how much? Hold on. I wonder what Joe Rogan's
It
net
would
worth is
be
according to.
available on, like, Forbes or something, right?
Yeah, but even them, they're not totally
Forbes is-
accurate. Yeah, see, this is ridiculous. as of 2020, this is recent, he has roughly worth $25 million. That is false.
Fall Sumbler. Yeah.
The building that he works in, he spent $20 million on 2 years ago. He's worth more than $25 million. This man has the most successful podcast on the planet. Like, by a lot.
Here's the part of the show where Charlie sucks Joe Rogan's dick.
Oh, bro, I'll do it any day of the week.
For $25 million.
Look, it's not like... I don't want to be, like, a vegan about it. Because, like, there are the Joe Rogan disciples who are like, yeah, dude, he's, like, so intelligent. And, like, dude, like, you need to eat elk. And, like, dude, we gotta do DMT one day. Eat mushrooms. You know, weed should be legal. Whoa, whoa, weed. Weed. CBD, dude. CBD. Yeah, CBD. Fucking space, dude. Like, these guys will just preach the gospel that is what he talks about. I like Joe Rogan because he has everyone on his podcast. Mm-hmm. He'll have Neil deGrasse Tyson on. He'll have Donald Trump on. He'll have Hillary Clinton on. He'll have whoever he wants on. He doesn't side with like anyone on a spectrum of politics or comedy, or he talks to everyone. He has like MMA fighters on, and then he'll have like a good conversation, and it's like a friend of his, and then he'll have the other guy's arch rival on a week later, and talk to him about his point of view of the whole situation. And, like, sometimes you find out that the people don't really hate each other. And then sometimes you find out, like, oh, that motherfucker hates that guy. And then you find out that, like, you'll find out all this crazy shit about certain
like
people.
You find out...
He's had political candidates on there, or presidential candidates on there. Like, from
those
different...
are technically political candidates.
Yeah. On different sides of the thing, you know, he's had far-right people on, far-left people on, people in the middle. He's had all types of comedians, all types of scientists, all types of, what's it called? God damn it.
Politically
philosophers.
ambidextrous.
Sure.
Because it's right in.
He's had random ass people. Like, he had this one lady on who specialized in, antique, surgical equipment.
Oh,
just because he thought her Instagram was cool. He was like, hey, you want to come on and talk about your crazy ass fucking Instagram for 2 hours? And she was like, yeah.
That sounds cool, though.
It was awesome. Yeah. He's so open and he's so good at letting people talk. Like, he'll ask the right person a question. He had a journalist on a few months ago who's been investigating the opiate epidemic over the last 5 or 10 years.
Oh yeah.
And the podcast is 3 hours long. I mean this. Joe maybe was audibly speaking for 7 or 8 minutes of this whole podcast.
And just
I might be stretching that. It might be 15 minutes, but still, this other guy went on. He probably went 40 minutes straight at one point without speaking, or without letting Joe speak, and not because he was interrupting or anything, just because Joe was listening intently. Third question: when did Creighton become the comedic genius of our generation? Dasus and Mara, Joe Rogan. Wait. Dude, Ethat went to... Whoa, hold on. What's happening? And all the...
See, this is why Charlie shouldn't have chat. He gets too into
They're having strokes. I don't know what this is. I get what George said. I don't know. Chris, Dud, if that went to China.
Maybe he's still on the R-rated movie thing. That's the only time we've really talked about China. I mean, as big as China is, we never talk about China.
I'm not trying to figure it out, Chris. We're doing a podcast. Dude.
What did he say? Did he just say figure it out?
Dude
or do not?
Dude that went to China.
Dude or dudette?
Dude that went to China. What? Who's dude that went to China?
Maybe he's saying, what's his name went to China? Joe Rogan.
For opiates?
Oh, the opium thing. Yeah. That might be what that is.
I don't know if he went to China. He might have. He's a journalist.
I think he's asking for a reference to know which podcast we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Johan, it's Johan something.
Johan Schmidt?
No. I think it's Johan Hari. Johan, wait. Joe Rogan. Johan. How do you spell this? Johan Hari, yep. I knew I I just had to think about his name.
Ooh, that was
Episode
nice.
1250. It was 10 months ago. It's 3 hours long.
So it was 10 months
Oh, he
ago?
had one a lot earlier, too. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
You said it was.
He
how
secretly
many
got
months
into a facility and said it was a normal-ass building that shot out a shit ton of drugs. Oh, no, that's not him. That's a different guy. I know who you're talking about. God damn it. Hold on. Journalist. Okay, so I don't know how to say his name. It's Ioan Grillo. It's like Yon is how you pronounce it.
Grillo.
Yon Grillo.
Yon Grillo.
It's episode 1253. He had him on just a couple episodes later. I remember him. I'm pretty sure that's that. I've watched every one. I've watched every podcast for the last 2 years. Like I've missed maybe 5 podcasts. But yeah, they're both amazing. I mean, he's a great. I don't like listening to music at the gym. So
listen to Joe Rogan.
I listen to Joe Rogan.
You just get really, really sweaty and listen to Joe
Yeah, I get so sweaty and I listen to Joe Rogan. And you watch... Yeah, Bumper loves watching the YouTube clips. He doesn't like sitting down for the whole thing, but he'll watch the YouTube clips.
You showed me a couple of clips and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I don't know if I could listen to 3 hours of it, but But then again, I don't even listen to our shit, so...
Yeah.
The closest thing I listen to that's like this is probably Whitney Wilcox, still. And even then, that's occasionally now.
Yeah.
Because I've just gotten so into music lately.
I understand.
I've been listening to a lot of old shit.
I messed up.
How'd you mess up?
Well, I ate all that food right before we started.
And you have to take a shit.
I have to take a shit. I'm gonna go take a shit.
Okay.
I'll give you chat.
Can we take it away from you? Don't put it over me. Put it over your chin.
Okay. Well, I put it there so that you can see it a little easier.
Yeah, but I want to see myself too, so I can make funny faces at the chat.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
That's
I will be on my phone reading the chat and talking to you guys. I will return. Have fun creating.
I think Charlie has a bro crush on Joe Rogan.
I do. No,
Charlie would totally fuck the shit out of Joe Rogan, and I think it's hilarious. Let's see. Let's see. Damn. He got me off topic with that Joe Rogan shit. I wanted to talk about something and I completely forgot what it was. Oh, so he's got this puzzle thing here, which just shows how much more I know than Charlie. Hold on, I'll show you guys. I'm trying to get all the pieces for it. So there's this thing right here. If you guys can't see it, like this, all this comes together to make a big ass X thing, and Charlie for I want to say months hasn't known how to take it apart, and then I was just fiddling with it one day and got it to come apart first try, and Charlie was like, oh, "What did you do? How did you do that?" And I was like, "It was easy. I did this," and it literally what it was. I took this piece right here, because the way it goes is kind of in a bunch of X's like this, and just slid it through. Thank you, George. It is my podcast. And pushed it through, though, almost like Jenga. And the whole thing just came apart. And now Charlie's, taking it apart. I'm not going to put it together because he said this is his journey. But I do want to see if I can. And I'm probably just going to fiddle with it a little bit until he gets back. Because, I'm curious about if I can or not. In the meantime, though, I've got updated on the shit on the bathroom floor story. So I meant to take a picture of this, by the way, because I wanted to show you guys on Twitter and Charlie. But the stain from where the shit is, we went to prom together. We did go to prom together, didn't we? My senior prom? Yeah, we went to prom together. I forgot about that, George. That's a good point. Not with each other, but yeah. We went prom. You took Justice and I took Tara. Do you still talk to Tara, by the way? I was just curious. And here's where we wait for George's response. Patiently. Lovingly. Where is it, George? Come on, I know you got a story in there. Don't leave me hanging, George. You got me off my shit in the bathroom topic. No. Do you want to talk to Tara? Oh, shit. No. Shit, what was I saying? But anyways, the bathroom. Okay, so there was shit in the bathroom. For those of you who don't know, somebody shit in the floor of the bathroom of where I worked yesterday, and I discovered it. I did not clean it up, however, because I don't get paid enough to do it. So I just told the manager. I feel like maybe we can discuss this at a later date, off stream. Start the shit story. That's fair. That's fair. I was just curious. Anyways, what was that shit story? Okay, so today I go into the bathroom, and the stain from where it was is still there. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was there to take a shit, so like I had time to kind of like examine the area of what happened and everything. And I'm even more confident that it was like one of those things that happened like as they were like standing up, just because of how far away from the toilet it is. Either that or like somebody did it on purpose, which that's Charlie's theory, but I kind of doubt it. And how do I put this? There's no way that it's like somebody. See, this is why I wish I had taken a picture so I could show you guys. You know what? I will go back tomorrow and take a picture. Even though I'm off, I will go and take a picture just for you guys, the stream, and like send it to you, tweet it out to you guys. But anyways, the distance from the toilet and everything, like, if you sit there and break it down, like, there's no way on earth it just was like not an accident. You know what I mean? And Charlie thinks it was on purpose, and I just, the math isn't there. It doesn't add up. Anyways, that's what my piece on it is. Please don't tweet out a picture, George. I'm gonna send it directly to you. Yeah, you're gonna like that shit. What else was there? I've been rewatching The Office for like the bazillionth time.
For how? Which time?
The bazillionth time.
It's a pretty rewatchable show.
It is.
I love Evie. If Evie could like be up in my face right now, she'd be so mad at me.
Why?
Because there's a cat upstairs that is really nice. Like, I'm the only one, like, she's the only one that really likes me, like, a lot. Like, all the cats will tolerate me and, like, let me pet them and shit. But there's one, she has no tail, and she, like, loves me. And, like, she'll, like legit hang out with me and shit. And, like, every time I get out of the bathroom and walk out, there's, like, this dresser next to it. And, she sits on top of it, and it's, like, at my, like, it's, like, at eye level with me. And she'll just sit there and look at me. And I'll, like, put my forehead, like this, like I'll lean it forward, and she like puts her forehead on mine, and she's like she'll purr, and just she'll do the lion thing where they like put their heads against each other and like, you know, like walk to the side, and I'll just do like this. I'll go like that, side to side, and she'll go like the other way, and like I pet her, and she's like, she's the greatest. Her name's Delta.
So you're a pussy, Charlie?
Yes. We've done this though.
That's not what the group chat is for, George. That's exactly what the group chat is for.
I'm taking the chat away.
Oh,
I'll keep the chat up. But I'm covering you now.
Yeah. I don't even really look at it anymore, to be honest with you. I've grown.
The chat?
I've grown above it.
Sounds like the cat wants to fuck Toy Dude. Am I Toy Dude? Why am I Toy Dude? Did you guys decide something while I was gone?
No. Were you not listening to us?
I tried. For some reason, it wasn't letting me, like, I could see the chat, but I couldn't hear it. Like, it wouldn't let me listen to the stream.
Are we not?
But you can hear us. I mean, I see the audio. The audio levels are moving. Like, I know that we are being heard. I just, for some reason, on my phone, it wasn't letting me watch it.
Yeah. We
were
talking
I didn't
about
try very hard.
my shit.
It was a quick shit.
We were talking about my shit story.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I went to the bathroom today, and the stain's still there from where it was, and I really want to take a picture of it and send it, like, post it on Twitter.
We couldn't have put it on here, though.
We could put it on Twitter.
You could put it on Twitter. We couldn't put it on.
So that way we could work out the trajectory and everything.
I mean,
George was like, "That's not what group chat is for."
That's not what it's for.
And I was like,
have that conversation
and
again.
I said, "That's absolutely what group chat is for."
That's a tough one to carry on out, dude. I didn't realize because I don't like. Every time I get a YouTube notification, I swipe it away, because I don't care.
Yeah.
And on my phone, I got a bunch the other day, and I was like, man, that's a weird amount, but I swiped them away. And today, I looked at my notifications like through YouTube, and it was your mom responding to the one.
Oh yeah. She commented on one of the videos.
She commented on the one where we were talking about diets and shit, and she asked me if I saw Game Changers, which
Have you seen Game Changers?
I haven't seen Game Changers, but Joe had a guy on who, what's the word, for like debunked. He debunked. He had a guy on who claimed to debunk Game Changers. Then he had the guy who made Game Changers come on with that guy and debunk his debunking. And this vegan dude fucking shredded this guy.
What?
Here's the thing. By the end of it, you realize, one, this guy, for what he did say on Game Changers, everything he said in Game Changers was true. I haven't watched it, but not for any reason other than I haven't sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Like I don't not like it, and I'm not like a. I don't know if I could be a vegan. I eat too much steak. I eat too much chicken. Good. And I don't know if I could. Like never eat it. But Joe and the guy who made the documentary, even all three of them all agreed on one thing, and it's that vegan diet is way healthier than the standard American diet. Not just straight up eating meat. Because he admits that eating meat for the right people is probably going to be much healthier for them and better based on the person. And that's what Joe's consensus is on everything. But with that said, Joe's doing the carnivore diet right now.
What's the carnivore diet?
Only eating meat.
Oh.
For January, he's only eating meat. He's literally that's all he's.
There's this
and
guy.
Eggs actually, but it's kind of this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's this guy I know that I work with. Actually, you probably would like him a lot. He does this thing where apparently every year, he takes how do I put it? He stops drinking alcohol for 40 days or whatever, just right at the beginning of the year. And it's not always alcohol. It's something different, I think, every year.
Cigarettes, alcohol, sugar, something.
He fasts. And I thought it was so interesting because this guy isn't, religious at all. But he was like...
A lot of people...
Well, I know...
More people fast... Well, maybe not more. A lot of people fast who aren't religious.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting because it seemed not out of character for him, but something I wouldn't have expected from this particular person.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to me because he was talking about... I was like... You remember David used to do that, with
Our David?
Yeah, with food, he would just one day out of the week he would eat breakfast or whatever, and just not eat anything until the next breakfast.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting.
I did that for about a year when I was making my hibachi every night. That's all I ate. I ate that big meal at the end of the night every night, and I didn't eat anything else. I mean, and not anything else. I'll have a piece of jerky or a bag of chips. I would not eat anything for a day at a time, and then I would eat 4 or 5 pounds of 2 pounds of rice, a pound of steak, a whole crown of broccoli, a bell pepper, 5 scrambled. I would eat everything all at once, but I was definitely fasting. It's just healthy. It's just good for you. Fasting is it's for your body to not go out of sync with itself.
Yeah.
Fasting goes really good with certain, sleep schedules, too. It's one of those things where if you can get your body, in a sync, you know what I mean? SYNC sync. Not, inside of a sink.
Or NSYNC the band.
Or NSYNC the band. But, yeah, I mean, fasting is really good for... I mean, I wouldn't say that's fasting, though. Because that's not the same. That's
what would
just,
you say
that's just going cold turkey for a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it the person I think it is?
No.
Okay.
That guy's really unhealthy. He wouldn't be
Yeah,
able
I was going to say,
himself.
I don't know if he could do that.
This guy actually is really cool, though. I think you'd like him if you met him.
You can't, you can't drink, you can't be an alcoholic in cold turkey. You could die.
He's not alcoholic.
I know, I'm just saying.
He drinks a lot, but it's more the classic, oh, I'm having a beer when I get off kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I thought it was interesting because like part of the jokes that he always tells us is like
Thank you, Exotic.
like he'll walk around and be like, "What you got on my 40?" Like talking about like where are you gonna buy him the drink for the night? Like after you guys get off.
Yeah. I would always be like, water. Snipes is here.
Oh, he would hate that. He'd hate you.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
I kind of hate you.
No, I know. I almost only drink water and coffee now.
Yeah.
Coffee, water.
Not for that, but like just in general. Like, God,
Apple
you're just
juice.
the worst.
Snipes says, I was sick.
Oh, Snipes,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, dude.
Still
Hey,
am.
a lot of
but
that going
feeling better.
around.
Like, yeah, for real.
Hey, I'm figuring it out.
I'm proud of you.
Have you figured it out yet?
No.
You want me to figure it out?
To be fair, I tried putting it back together for like 3 minutes when I took it apart, and then it sat there ever since. I have not dedicated.
You said this is
time.
your journey. I don't want to complete your journey for you.
You can complete it. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I don't care enough to really care. Look, we only have so much that our mind can like take up, on a day-to-day basis. My mind don't got time for a little wooden cross. Yo, Charlie, you got me with that vouch. Yo.
What?
Where?
What
so
happened?
Nick tweeted out today. I'll tell you what he said. Nick tweeted, "Bro, you guys are unreal. Listen, if you're MFAM heavy, reply to this tweet. I'm gonna need key MFAM members to throw out some vouchers following a ton of you tomorrow morning right when I wake up. Love y'all, man. Thanks for the energy tonight. It's appreciated." So basically, a lot of people that Nick doesn't follow, are gonna start replying to that tweet, and like me and my friends, like moderators, are gonna go through and find the cool ones that we know, and vouch for them.
What are you guys vouching for them for?
For them being cool people that Nick should follow, like that we think are good, like good people for him to follow.
Oh, I
He's
got
gonna
you.
go
Like
on like a
positive
follow
people
spree.
for
Yeah,
the...
positive, cool people for the community.
Yeah, I got you.
There's a lot. I just have to go through and do it.
So how do you like go through that
I just
process?
look at the tweet. It's like they're all replies to that tweet he tweeted. I just have to go to that tweet and go through the replies like all the way down. There's like 2,000 people that responded though. I think so, Exotic. I'm pretty sure.
What did Exotic say?
I don't know. I'll hop in Discord with you, Exotic, after stream if you're still around. We'll figure it out. If not, I'll look for it.
This is hard.
I was watching the podcast from last night, and what if someone before the floor shitter didn't flush, and the floor shitter did it out of spite?
Like shit on the floor out of spite?
Ooh, that does add a layer of intrigue to this.
George, you're still getting a picture of it. There's no way out of it now for you.
Oh, shit.
Wake
Let me grab
up,
my
damn
coffee,
it.
bro. I'm not tired. That's the thing. Like, I'm yawning because, I was, like, sitting there at the game not doing anything for a while, you know? So my body's just reacting as if I was trying to sleep. And I mean, in all realism, I haven't been up. I've only been awake for, 8 or 9 hours, you know? I've barely been up half of a normal day. But, now I've got coffee.
How was it before? I need to see a picture of it before.
What?
The thingy. I've been sitting here working with this whole time and talking.
It was a cross.
No, I know that.
In
but
both directions.
It was a three-way cross.
I mean, yeah, it was like a 3D, it was a cube. If it was as if a cube's faces were just the center. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is the pieces.
Yes.
There's a red one to a normal.
There's a red one to a white one in all three, and they all three go in different directions.
Yeah. But together.
Please don't, says George.
George.
Also, nice haircut. Thank you, Snipes.
Thank you, Snipes.
He's talking to me.
He's talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
My haircut's the shit, and you're just jealous. Not the shit on the floor, but the shit.
Right.
Dude, I wish you had been there yesterday with me when I found that.
Okay, bro.
That
It's gonna be loud for the mic.
that would have been just the best. I'm like, hey Charlie, look at that shit.
I don't want to see the shit, Creighton.
It's not the shit. It's the shit stain.
I don't want to see the shit stain either. I have to look at you every day. That's enough of a shit stain.
I was about to say,
in my
what
life,
if I'm like, hey guys, look at this shit stain, and I just send a picture of you into the
Imagine.
group chat. Now, judging by this trajectory, Who could have shit Charlie out and just left him in the floor?
Taquito time. Lit. Bro, I bought, like... I don't know why, but this morning... Like, I haven't had a thing of ramen in, like, 5 or 6 years. And for some reason this morning, I was like, I want ramen so bad. Ramen is so fucking cheap, bro. I bought 36 packs of ramen
There's a reason
for $6.
There's a reason it's the lifeblood of all college students.
It's cheap and it's tasty.
Yeah.
Depending on the flavor. I like just straight up beef and chicken flavor a lot.
Beef and chicken is pretty good.
Dude,
I don't know, man. Like, I need to see a picture of what it was.
What the
What is this called?
Look at this dog, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's hilarious.
Who is that?
What is this called, this
Why was
puzzle?
it this? I don't know.
Wait, there's something written on the
Why, dude?
Green Brier International Incorporated.
It's probably the company that made it, dude.
Look up what they make.
I refuse.
Come on.
Nope, this is your journey now.
No, it's not my journey. It's
Nope,
your
nope.
journey that
Now it's your journey.
It's not my journey.
It's your journey now.
It's not my
This is
journey.
your journey.
I will throw this journey in your fucking face.
No, dude, it's your journey.
In your fucking face.
Oh,
How's
dude,
Quentin
that's
say it?
racist.
How's Quentin say it? In your fucking face.
Yeah, fucking. Need to be
I gotta be
careful.
in a car with him for like
It's gonna be
3
so
hours
funny,
tomorrow.
bro. Him and who else?
And Sterling. Oh, wait.
You got this, dude. I believe in you. Did you take the ramen in the microwave or on the? So, I do both, but like for my current situation, it'll have to be microwave.
Yeah.
But I like stove more. I'm with you. Stove is better because on the stove you can
Stove is
add a
so
bunch of
much
spices
better,
and
yeah.
shit. You can like, cause I used to do that. I used to put like parsley in there with like
You can spice it up. real
herbs.
fast.
Yeah, you can do some real good. Oh, I need to do that. I got some good shit too.
You can get this.
I've got.
You
some,
should get just a spice rack.
I've got
over
some
here behind
parsley.
me.
I've got parsley and turmeric over there that I can put.
No,
in.
but you need a spice rack, like right here behind you. Just like a nice spice rack.
Just like to be behind you. Like,
Yeah,
is a
because
cool
we
thing.
talk about food a lot for some reason, even though our podcast is like not even food
yeah, look.
specific
I
whatsoever.
forgot. I got for Secret Santa. I got this Game of Thrones map. It's like a flag of a like. It's not like a paper. It's like that flag
Yeah.
material.
Well, it looks like it's supposed to be a flag. Like
Yeah.
it's got little holes in it.
It's
where,
so awesome.
like
I love that thing.
You know what's like?
What?
Do you know anything about this? Because like I heard this, but I was half asleep when I heard this. Because you know how my family watches the news like in the morning, and I'm
Go ahead.
asleep in the
Ask your
living
thing.
room. So apparently we fired missiles at people, or whatever,
Yeah.
in Iran or
Mhm.
wherever Israel.
Iran.
You ran where?
Was that the whole reason? Let's do this.
No, but imagine if it was that. Nah. But yeah, what was that? What happened with that? Why did we do
Bro.
it? Tell me your perspective, Charlie.
I don't want to.
Come on.
I don't
tell
want to
me.
get political.
I know this isn't political.
It's
This is
very
current
the
events.
ultimate political.
Just
This
tell
is the
me-
most political thing on the planet
Just
right
tell
now.
me what's going on with you, man. Tell me
With me?
What's going on? Yeah. I don't know. I don't watch the news. You watch more news.
It's not
news
going
than I
on
do.
with me. It's going on with politics.
Well, then tell me what is it? What is it?
Oh my god. So
Sum it up to me. This should
see,
be a whole.
I'm
segment.
gonna say the wrong thing. I meant to ask about that. I didn't want to sound insensitive and say it looks like a piece of burnt down door, but it does.
It does
This over
kinda
here.
Like, yeah.
It like on camera, it definitely does. Oh well, the problem is it's in a mirror too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me
So
grab
wait,
it.
wait.
What?
Tell me about what you were gonna say.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't know everything about it. I don't
Well,
know.
just tell me what you know, because I don't know anything.
Here's the walls up here, and down there's King's Landing. Over there, that's Essos. That's the place where Daenerys is for most of the show. Oh shit! I don't know, bro. I don't know enough. Okay, I don't want to get political and say the wrong thing. And have some old bastard like Chris come in here and say like, well, actually, blah, 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 blah," 'cause
No,
he's
that's
super
not. Don't
political,
worry
probably.
about that shit. Just tell me like what you know, the facts.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know the facts.
Oh.
I just know like the ideas of what kind of maybe happened.
Did anybody get killed?
Yes,
Who?
we killed a general. We killed Iran's
No, I know
lead
that.
general.
I'm talking about there was more shit that happened. Like there was missiles.
We killed them with a missile.
No, they fired missiles at us or something.
They fired missiles at, I want to say, Ukrainian bases that had U.S. troops, but they didn't kill anybody. But, so that, you know that Boeing that went down, that plane that crashed?
Yeah.
Now there's video of it getting hit by a missile. And they're pretty sure Iran did it. I think. I don't know.
Wait, which plane that crashed?
The plane.
The one that went missing?
No,
Like
the
all
one
years
that
ago?
had all the Canadians on it.
Oh,
The 737
damn.
that crashed the other day.
Sucks for Canada.
Yeah, well, there were more than just Canadians,
Oh.
first of all. I mean, yeah, it does. I actually have a friend who had a student in her class. Like, it was one of her friends was on the plane.
Oh,
Yeah, like
sorry.
a really close friend of mine. In this community.
that's
Real
awful.
alt-right hours. See, that's what I'm saying, George. Like, I don't want to get political. I like this being...
Well, I don't want to get political either, but I mean, it's a lot that's going on, and like
The only kind of political thing I like to get into is, like, the culture shit. I don't like getting into, like, real politics.
whatever.
I like getting into, like, the dumb PC stuff because I can, like,
Forgive me-
outmaneuver idiots.
Forgive me for trying to talk about something interesting.
I mean, it's not that it's not interesting. It's that, like, it's just negative. There's no
Okay, I
fun
get
we can
that.
have with
I
this.
get that. That's true.
All we're gonna do is talk about how we might go to war in a second. Like we're minutes away from a war potentially.
Yeah, but I want to make jokes about it.
I do too, but like it's hard. We killed a general in Iran, and they retaliated by sending a dozen missiles on Iraqi bases that had U.S. troops.
But they didn't kill anyone.
But they didn't kill anyone. So here's the thing: the idea is it seems like they purposefully didn't kill anybody.
Oh, like it was like a warning shot, like a shot across the bow.
Kind of, but
That's a weird retaliation, like
Yeah.
considering we blew away their general.
Listen, it's a lot of shit's happening right now. A lot of very intelligent people are making moves towards something that is either going to be greater or they're trying to all be smart and de-escalate something. It's going to come to fruition. I mean, it's, like it's going to happen. Is
There's a
anyone
bunch
going to
of
nuke
World War
anybody? I don't think anyone's going to use a nuke, bro. I don't
There's a
think
bunch
it's
of
gonna-
World War III memes going around.
Bro, it was
That's actually what kind of got me worried. I was
from the
like,
time it happened to 5 hours later, it had over 1 million tweets.
Jesus.
Which is nuts for Twitter. It's nuts for Twitter.
How many tweets does Stanley get, like, after he passed away?
There's a lot. I mean, it's hard to tell now because
It's
it's
been
not
so
like
long.
yeah. His Twitter still gets used.
Yeah. People were mad about that because they were like, why are you using it
Well,
for
I mean,
promotion?
that happens with a lot of people. Like Christina Grimmie's Twitter still gets used.
I don't know who that is.
She was a musician that she was only at 22 and
Oh, is that the one that, like the zombie song?
I don't know. She was murdered. Someone came up to her at a show and shot her and killed
yeah,
himself.
yeah.
Let's see. Trying to see. But yeah, like, look, he tweeted like 2 things on January 6th, another thing on the 4th, on December 31st, on December 28th.
Is that before he died?
No,
Oh.
like a few days ago.
Oh, I thought
Like
you
he
meant,
does, he's tweeting these out. Like his Twitter still tweets things pretty normally, mainly for like comic book fans and stuff. But somebody's still using it. We did not intend to kill, Iranian commander says of missile strike on U.S. targets from the Washington Post. Yeah, but like, see, look, I don't need all that information. Like, this is not a topic I want to get lost in.
I don't know. I kind of want to, a little bit.
Why? Why with me? I'm not the best person for this.
No, but that's exactly why. Neither one of us are like, we don't have.
You have such a weird reason for talking to
We
certain
don't
people
have,
about certain
like,
things.
an
You're like,
opinion.
this guy knows nothing about the subject, so I want to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
I want to not know anything and talk to someone who knows everything.
I want to not know anything and talk to somebody who doesn't know anything
That's
about
a
it.
terrible.
No. So that way, we don't have like any forefront opinions. Like it's a discovery mission together for both.
Well, the problem
of us.
is that I'm not going to sit here and search things.
Well, this is why I need a laptop. Damn it!
Why
This is why you should give me a computer, Charlie.
I'm scared. I'm not paying attention to this. I'm gonna look at it later. George, why would you send me that during the stream?
George sees funny shit and just automatically.
He's just gonna say he's just putting it in there.
Yeah, that's why you're getting a shit picture tomorrow, George.
You see what you did, George? He's gonna retaliate against you, and I'm gonna pay for it.
We'll have our own World War III.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Oh.
What's Larry King up to?
He has a show. He's like a podcast show.
He has another show?
Yeah.
How's he? Is he not?
He just got divorced.
What? Again?
Yeah.
He's too old to be getting divorced.
Yeah, he's a million.
Whoever, like, Larry, what are you doing? You're like, you're gonna die soon.
Listen, bro, that man's rich.
You don't want to die
He can
alone.
afford to get divorced. I'd rather not talk about war and talk about funny and stupid shit. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, who
Snipes.
said that?
Snipes said that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, it's not necessarily a war yet. And we don't know for sure if it's gonna be one.
Yeah, but...
I had already moved on, and Snipes is bringing it back up.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up. You literally just said you were trying to get it to work.
Yeah, later or earlier, but I've moved on to Larry King now and his divorce.
I hate you.
Who was he married to?
Some like 30-year-old.
How old is Larry King?
Like 1,000.
No, I mean, but like, what's his actual age? Is he older than Betty White? Betty White's the scale for me.
He's 86. She's 12 years older, or almost 12 years older.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's 86.
86 years old.
He was alive in Forrest Gump.
Did you watch B Movie?
I have, yeah.
Remember when he talks to the B Larry?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Larry guy. What's his name?
Jerry Seinfeld's a
We
weird
just said
comedian.
it. What's his name?
Larry B. King?
No, Larry King. I couldn't remember Larry King's name.
What?
I'm losing my mind.
What?
I know, we just talked about it, and I already forgot. I'm losing my mind. Listen, there's a condition that, like, people in show business have, and apparently Brad Pitt has it, where, like, our brain is only meant to be able to comprehend knowing and keeping up with, like, 250 people. Like, that we know and are friends with, or can, like, have any kind of intimate relationship with. And Brad Pitt's been in the business for so long and been with so many people as far as, like, that he worked with, that he can't remember names or faces anymore, like, of new people. Like, it's like a hard drive in his head. Like, the 250 most relevant people have that information, and everyone else he forgets. So, like, I'm slowly but surely, like, getting that just because I watch so much shit. Like, where I, like... And I know so many people online.
I knew this was going to end up being a comparison between you and Brad Pitt. You always come back to that.
Well, what?
You and Brad Pitt. Like, oh,
yeah, totally. My life consists of that.
I'm Brad Pitt. Crazy.
It's called dementia, Charles. No, there's a real thing. It's not just dementia. Dementia is forgetting
I'm
everything.
basically Brad Pitt with dementia. That's what the synopsis of that sentence was.
Oh.
Which apparently is just regular Brad Pitt because he has dementia.
Let's figure this out. Huh? Prosopagnosia.
Oh, okay.
Probably said that wrong. Developmental.
Look at the
also
pronunciation.
Called
it's right there next to it.
Is a face recognition deficit that is lifelong, manifesting in early childhood, and cannot be attributed to acquired brain damage.
So that's different, though.
Yeah, that is different.
I was about to say, because that's
look
just somebody who doesn't recognize or remember faces.
Don't just blame your memory. Huh. Called that. People with this condition have normal vision, but grow up with severe difficulties recognizing faces. Unlike cases of acquired, where people have difficulty recognizing faces later in life as a result of a stroke or injury, people with developmental prosopagnosia, I think that's how you say it, experience lifelong face recognition problems despite having no brain injury. It's a neurodevelopmental condition similar to dyslexia. Just as people with dyslexia grow up with problems reading words, people with developmental grow up with problems reading faces. DP was thought to be extremely rare, but as public awareness has increased, more and more sufferers have made their problems known to researchers. The latest estimates suggest that as many as 1 in 50 people may experience face recognition difficulties. severe enough to affect their daily lives. Sadly, some people develop anxiety and depression as a result of this social thing. Oliver Sacks, Brad Pitt, Steve Wozniak.
So what, you're saying you have that?
No, I don't think I have that. I thought, so what I was told was that at a certain point after knowing that many people, that happens.
Oh,
and I
okay.
thought,
So you were just wrong.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I was told that
told
he
you?
like got that thing. Like not got it, like he was one of the few
You got
actors in
that
Hollywood.
from doing that.
Not even that, like what I was told is it happens to anyone who is subjected to that many people who are regular people in their life. And Brad Pitt has worked in like so many different fields of Hollywood. Like, you know, you have some actors kind of stick to their own one or two directors and certain TV studios. Brad Pitt's been everywhere. He's been on TV, he's been in movies, he's been in like dozens of different productions with different people. He's directed, he's produced, he's acted, he's written. So like he's like had to know a lot of people.
So-
and I thought that's what that was.
So for you,
You
it's
got
become-
developed problems, facts.
so it's like for you, it's more of a
Really?
placebo
Shane.
kind of thing because you thought that was going to happen to
Shane
you.
McMahon.
I don't know, but you thought that was going to happen to you, like so it's a placebo thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's your own,
Now it won't be though.
It's your own fault.
Now it won't be placebo. Now I'm happy. Now I know that I can continue having friends.
Yeah,
And-
that
and
sounded
meeting new
weird.
ones.
Like that, you could only remember 250 people. I was like, why that specific number?
Brad Pitt, the goat. Well, yeah, it was, I'm sure it wasn't literally 250 on the nose, but like what I
Yeah.
always heard was it was like it hovered.
Who
you
was
know.
telling you that?
I want to say it was on a podcast, but I also want to say I heard it at Walmart.
Well, that's a reliable source.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember where I heard that. I
Clearly,
just can't remember.
anything said in a podcast is always right every time.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We never lie. We are fountains
Shane.
of knowledge meant to be drank by the masses.
Yes. Creighton's losing his motherfucking mind.
Was that a regular show reference?
Sure.
No.
I don't know. I was just saying it. I saw it sounded fun.
We gotta watch those movies.
Yeah, we do. We gotta remember to watch those when you get back.
How did I get that? Hey,
We need to watch Clerks and Clerks 2. We need to watch Jay and Silent Bob.
I might be coming back sooner than I thought.
Why? How
Well,
soon?
just because Chris has to work this weekend, and like I was like, well, we could just rent a hotel room for like one night, like and just stay tomorrow night and come back Saturday, because apparently Sunday like isn't like a big thing. So
we could do a podcast Sunday.
maybe,
Or Saturday.
maybe.
Depending. We'll
If I'm
figure
not
it.
like tired
Yeah.
or exhausted, or had already done 2 in a
And
row.
if you are on
just for the
Saturday,
purpose
we
of
won't
taking a
do one.
break.
But then Sunday you'll have sleep. Because you have Sunday off, right? Because
we
of
got the whole weekend.
yeah. That'll be fun, bro. So,
Yeah.
Wait, I work on Sunday. What am I saying?
You're a dumbass.
I'm stupid. We'll figure it out.
yeah, we all knew that, Charlie.
Rick and Morty is the best cartoon. No, it's not. It's the second
about to
best
say,
cartoon to me. Avatar: The Last Airbender is the greatest cartoon I've ever seen.
Mm.
Avatar and Legend
But
of
you
Korra
haven't seen
are one
Batman
show
the
to me.
animated series either.
Yes, I have.
You haven't though.
Yes, I have.
Not
seen
all
it.
the way through.
Sure,
and
but
not
I've
the
seen
whole
the show.
universe of shows that come along with it.
And I won't.
You should.
At this point, simply despite you.
You should. It's really good.
Listen, bro.
You're cutting yourself out of a whole
No, I'm
like
not,
fandom
bro. No,
just
I'm
to
not.
spite me.
No, I'm not, bro.
Yes,
There's
you
so
are.
much shit to watch. I can only take in so much shit to watch.
But see, you say that, but like here you are watching shit like that you said that you were never gonna watch, like Rebels and like.
I never said I was never gonna watch
You've
that.
told me multiple times like I don't think I'm ever gonna watch Rebels, and then I got you in the Rebels.
That's
and
not
you're like, I
declaring
love
I'm not
Rebels.
gonna watch something. That's
Mm.
saying I probably won't watch that. But then we start watching it. It's good. I'm not saying Batman's bad. I'm saying that I don't want to watch a goddamn entire cinematic storyline like that branches over multiple TV shows. And you know me, and that I'll have to do that.
Well, you're gonna do it, Charlie. One day, you just gotta face it. Charlie, look at me.
No.
Look at me, Charlie. Charlie, look me in my eyes. Look me in the eyes when you make love to me. Damn it.
I can only watch 250 things because I'll start forgetting things.
Yeah, God damn it. You shut the fuck up. That's some horse shit right there.
LMAO, you call yourself a Charlie Boy fan? I'm fucking loaded on channel points, bro. I highlight every message because I'm just that jacked. Try talking and chat again when you're a true fan. I hate you, Snipes.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna watch it at some point. Just be
No.
prepared. We are, for real. For real.
Probably
You're disgracing yourself as a cinephile if you don't.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm really not.
You really are.
No.
Yes, you are.
I'm disgracing myself more for not watching The Godfather yet than I am for not watching Batman the Animated Series.
It's fair.
And all the shows.
But you're comparing The Godfather to, like, The Godfather of animation, so...
I don't think that's The Godfather of animation.
It's the Godfather of animated shows, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is your opinion.
No, I'm being serious. Like, it's won several awards, and, like...
So is Avatar: Last Airbender.
That's
So is Rick
fair,
and Morty.
but this came before
No,
any of
no,
that.
this is an easy
This
thing to
came
figure
out
out.
at a time where, like, animated cartoon shows weren't taken that seriously. I mean, name an animated show before this that was, like, very, like, serious in tone, but also lighthearted at the same time for kids.
Okay. Batman the Animated Series year start.
92.
92. Best early animation or animated shows. You got the Flintstones.
No, but I'm talking about something that was, like, revolutionary in terms of storytelling and and animation.
How dare you tell me that Flintstones was not revolutionary?
I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm talking about in terms of story and quality.
Oh my god, excuse me. I hate when this happens. I hate when this whole big thing on the top of websites won't let you scroll up. And that happens? Oh, when this thing happens?
Yeah. I don't know why you go to shitty websites like this.
I just click the top thing. Oh, South Park. When did South Park start?
South Park...
Did it only start in 90? Wow, 99 was 21 years ago.
Yeah.
Bro, oh, that's nuts. That freaks me out. That freaks me out a tiny bit. The Simpsons is definitely a big one.
Yeah, The Simpsons. I'll give you
'Cause
that.
started
See, look,
right
there it
before.
is.
I see it. It's number 5.
Animaniacs
Oh,
is pretty solid.
that was pretty great.
Yeah.
BoJack and the Wow, Simpsons was number 1.
Yeah.
We called that shit.
Yeah.
But show me.
See what I mean, though?
Currently, the Simpsons are the number 1 most awarded television show. But that's not what I mean. I don't mean for like, I mean like most awards. Hold on, I don't know how to figure this out.
Why don't you just look up how many awards it's
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna compare it to the 3. Okay, so it won the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program in 1993, and then it was nominated.
Oh, it won something.
It won a Daytime Emmy for sound editing and musical direction. Any other one? It won Daytime Emmy for. See, why does it show these as different? It used to put these all in the same year.
Yeah.
So like now, so that's 93. This one was for. This one's for 96.
Ooh, my stomach.
Okay, so it goes to there. So it's
Did it just win 3?
1,
But it's been nominated for a
2,
lot of shit.
3. Well, it's 1, 3, and it's been nominated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 nominations, but for those, 11 were Emmys. All but 1 were daytime Emmys. Oh wait, no, it had Annie Award ones as well. So
And
only
what's the
6, 7.
distinction
Only
like
6.
between like daytime Emmys and like
Daytime Emmy. So primetime Emmy is like the real Emmys. Daytime Emmy is like The View and shit like that. So like daytime Emmys is where like certain departments of shows get nominated. Like if we were a TV show, it's like our lighting department would win an Emmy. So like Jimmy Fallon like broke like history or something as being like they won the Emmy for best lighting like 7 or 8 years in a row or some shit. Like just because it was amazing looking or something. I don't know. I remember seeing something like that.
And what did you want to compare it to?
The Simpsons, because I don't think that Avatar was in like the Emmy. I don't think they were really representing like Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they might actually. I kind of want to check.
Yeah, check and see if it's won anything.
I think it's won things, just not like Emmys.
Well, still, let's see what kind of awards it's got.
Yeah. No, show me. Okay. I hate when it does that first. Oh wait.
So it won Primetime Emmy.
It won a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Individual Achievement in Animation. Let me pull chat up because I forgot chat was a thing. Oh shit. Okay, I'll read that in a second.
It won an Annie Award.
It
won a lot. It's won a bunch of shit.
Okay, Kids' Choice. I knew it won Best Cartoon or Favorite Cartoon for Kids' Choice. Genesis Awards, Golden Derby. Yeah, so
It
the one
doesn't
prime.
look like
I didn't
it
know it
was-
even made it into the. Oh, it won Outstanding Program. Animated. Oh, no, it nominated, my bad. Outstanding Individual Achievement for Lake Lao Guy. That's a great episode. God damn, this show's so good. Okay, but now The Simpsons. The Simpsons are going to be bananas. The Simpsons,
But I think Batman still got more nominations than it.
Than The Simpsons?
Than Avatar.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I said, look, it's Nickelodeon. It only got nominated for one thing. Yeah, Simpsons is going to be, this list is going to be banana. Look how long the list is.
Yeah.
Like where Batman had 11, these
It's
are
like-
all, I've seen winner more than I've seen nominations,
Yeah.
and I'm still scrolling. Kids' Choice, all the Emmy stuff was the first, 5 scrolls. It's won fucking things in
But
Spain.
it's been on forever, though.
Well, only 3 years longer than the fucking, what's it called?
And what?
The thing, than Batman. Or it only started 3 years earlier than Batman.
it?
Yeah,
I
it
thought
started in
it's been on
89.
since the 70s.
No, 89. The 70s, bro. No. It's on its 31st year right now.
Oh, okay.
Last year
I'm
was
sorry.
the 30th.
I thought it was
30-year
way older
anniversary.
than it is.
No.
But it's also still ongoing. Batman
That's
ended
true.
it in 95.
96 at least. It was getting awards in 96.
Yeah. But then it had a revamp in 99.
The thing I hate with cartoons that a lot of them that are way better than stuff like Avatar or Batman that we just have never seen never get recognition because of where they are put out. Even Avatar, being a Nickelodeon show, will never receive the critical acclaim
That it deserves.
like really critically from critics. There are animation critics, people like us that critique it, and there are critics that watch it and critique it, but nothing to the same extent.
Yeah.
Dude, The Simpsons.
That's
has
just
so
how
many
media
prime
is, though.
time.
It's weird.
Where do the
Weirdly
prime time Emmys
political.
start for this? Well, yeah, they're always gonna be okay. So, hold on. 1990. So here's how we'll judge this. From 90 to 96, we'll figure out how many it had. So it won for Outstanding Animated Program
Why are we doing 90 to 96?
to judge the amount of time for both shows.
Well,
So
Batman
from-
started in 92, though.
Okay, well then 4 years.
Okay.
From 90 to 94 or whatever.
Or why don't we just do 92 to 96?
Because then you're taking away from where they started, where they obviously have nominations already at 90. And we can do that. I mean, either way.
I was just curious, because, that's the runtime.
We can do both. We can figure out all of them. We'll start here. We'll start at 92. Here's 92. In 92, they were nominated for Outstanding Individual Achievement, Outstanding Sound Mixing for a Comedy Series, and Outstanding Animated Programming. They won Outstanding Voiceover for 6 different characters. They won six times that year for Outstanding Voiceover Performance. How did they do that? How did they do that in 1 year? Aren't you supposed to have a category and one person win?
It was the 90s. Things were different. Bill
That's
Clinton
true.
was president.
That's true. But that right there, that's 9 nominations for 1 year, where Batman had 11 total. And that was 11 over all the different nominations. This is just Primetime Emmys. It had 9 for 1 year and won 2/3 of them. And then in 93, it won another voiceover performance. It was nominated for sound mixing and individual achievement in musical composition, outstanding musical lyrics. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm gonna catch up in chat real fast. I don't understand what I'm reading. Yo, M fam, what's up? New here. Just wanted to say hi. Shut up, Austin. I hate you. There were no minorities in the Flintstones, and also no minorities in the future with Jetsons. That's true.
That's fair.
Very ethno-state animation. Y'all ever just think about chicken nuggets? Imagine having sex before marriage. What is happening here? Hold on, guys. George, please start speaking before these guys rot my brain. I wonder if they ever... Okay, so...
Well,
in 95... Wait, was 95 the first time that they won that one? No, okay, they won the first year. No, the second year. Oh, first and second year. They won Outstanding Animated Program, like Best Animated Show they won 2 years in a row for 90 and 91. Then in 92, they started winning all the voice things, and they were nominated for Best. And then they had a dry spell for like 3 years, or 2 years. And then 95, again, they won Best Animated Program. Nominated the year after that.
I was gonna ask you something. Oh, yeah, is The Simpsons always been on Fox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, like, this is gonna sound weird, but, like, the first part of Batman was on Fox, and then it got diverted to another network. I think I want to say Kids WB.
I would believe that.
So
that's what happened with Family Guy. Family Guy was on, or it wasn't. I don't know if it ever switched channels, but it was canceled twice.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's hilarious to me, and then it's just been ongoing ever since. But so it started out on Fox, and then somewhere like midway through its original run, it got moved over to WB. I want to say WB Kids. I might be wrong about that. And then they took a break to do the Superman animated series.
They do Snipes.
And then they brought it back in '99, and all of it was officially on Kids WB. And then they started doing Batman Beyond on Toonami on Cartoon Network and Kids WB, like back to back. And they did Justice League, I think, on Cartoon Network solely for a while. And that's just was the end of it. And then they had like Static Shock and the Zeta Project.
Bro, Static Shock was dope.
Yeah, it's canon to this. That's what I'm
Whenever
saying.
his friend became aware and became like his sidekick,
Yeah, Gear.
the show, Gear, it got 10 times better too. That was one of those shows where like they waited a little too long to introduce the sidekick to Static Shock.
I don't know if he was a sidekick, more of like another
partner.
hero. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like just the fact that it took so long for him to realize who he was, that was.
I think that was a
annoying.
good decision, though. Like, they kind of build to it.
Can we get a GoFundMe going to get Creighton a new blazer? Says George.
I have another blazer. I just had this one in my truck.
Another? You mean dozens of
Oh,
others?
yeah, I have dozens of blazers.
It's so many.
George wasn't there when we went through that phase at Learn TV where we all just started dressing up for games, except for, like, you.
Not me.
Yeah, you didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
everybody but you was dressing up.
Yeah, Quentin was, you were. I just like being comfortable, bro.
No, I did. I was comfortable in what I was wearing, though.
Yeah, but you would wear them, like, in warm weather.
Yeah.
That's not
Because
comfortable.
I'm boss. I'm boss.
No, because you're weird.
But I wouldn't wear, like, the suit jackets in warm weather.
I mean, sure.
I just would dress up nice.
Yeah, but even, like, dressing up nice just doesn't fly well for certain weather conditions.
I was comfortable. Anyways, I just, like, so, to tell you how it goes Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond.
Is this an order of best to you?
This is an order of
Them coming out?
production order, yeah.
Okay.
Then at Batman Beyond, it kind of forks a little bit. So you got the Zeta Project and Static Shock, and then at the very end of the production timeline, you get Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. And then, like, they've done a couple movies after that, and there's some movies in between shows and stuff like that. And then, timeline-wise, it goes Batman, Superman, and then intercepting with the New Adventures of Batman, which is the unannounced fourth season of Batman the Animated Series. Because there's a time jump in there. And, then Static Shock, Justice League, then Batman Beyond. And Zeta Project after Batman Beyond. And that's the timeline of that universe.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
It's only 5 shows.
I'm not watching that many things just to catch up, just to understand the universe. Like, there's
You
too,
don't
there's too much.
look. So, I'm not saying we watch it all in one sitting, but I do think we should definitely check out Batman the Animated Series because it's just the best one out of all of them. Like narratively, character-wise, animation-wise, it's the best one.
You should have never told me there were other shows. That's where you fucked up.
Well, I
Me
mean,
knowing there are other shows will make me not watch the one because then I know my own head. I'll watch it and be like, well, now I gotta understand that little tiny reference.
no, for real, because like because it's the very beginning. There's no references to anything within the first 3 seasons. I promise you.
But that's just 3 seasons.
It's not. No, but I mean that's the only 3 that matter. Those are the best ones. The 4th season.
You can't expect me to watch 3 seasons of a show and not finish the show either. You're really screwing up.
I mean, no. It's not. That is the end though of the show. you could watch the Mask of the Phantasm, and that would be the cap off to the show. Actually, Sub-Zero would be cap off to the show, technically, canonically. And Mask of the Phantasm takes place like after Robin's Reckoning, which is a great episode, by the way. Or does it take place before? It might be before. You know what is a great show, though, that you could watch without any context at all?
What, dude?
Batman Beyond. Like, it's just such a
I've seen I watched a lot of Batman Beyond when I was a kid.
It's a good one. Like, and I mean, like, because it's so... At the time, the whole reason they wanted to do this show, or, like, the executives wanted to do the show, is because they wanted, like, a younger Batman. And they were like, well, shit, we've already got this established universe. We're not just going to jump back in time and undo, like, or accidentally retcon shit. So we'll just jump forward and, like, make a whole new, like, original character for this show specifically. And it was so good, it took off into its own comic and, like, its own, like, thing. And it's kind of hilarious, like, looking back on it. Because, like, they had no room. They created original characters, a whole rogues gallery that wasn't just, like, beyond Joker or beyond Penguin, you know what I mean? It's really cool. I love Batman Beyond. I talk, like, a lot about Batman the Animated Series, but Batman Beyond is probably where that creative team shines its best.
I don't think they're on Disney Plus, Austin.
What?
The shows we're talking about.
No, so, I know for sure they're all in DC Universe. And they haven't released all of them as digital copies, like a Blu-ray and digital copy. They just done Batman the Animated Series and Batman Beyond as a digital thing, and I think Superman's coming next year. I can't wait for them all to be available because I'm gonna put them all on my Vudu. But you just kind of have to look around for them. They're kind of like obscure things to find unless you want to like pay an assload of money for DC Universe every month. Like I think it's like $14 a month or something like that. You look so bored.
It's not that I'm bored. It's that, like, I know that this is going to be I know you. And this is going to be one of those things that you just relentlessly throw at me forever in our friendship. Until I do or don't. And what I understand is I'll just have to go into my at least early 40s before this goes away. And I'm totally ready to do that.
You think I'm just gonna die before you reach her when you're in your?
I'm not. I'll probably see scenes on YouTube and watch it, but I'm never gonna watch the show.
No, I mean I'm not. Look, if we sat down and watched just one episode, I'd be happy. You know
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
that's just not.
And the thing about it is, it works more as an anthology series than anything. So like, you really don't need to know a lot about it. Batman the Animated Series. I mean, the other like Justice League, you can't. It doesn't really. You have to know shit. But, like, Batman the Animated Series on its own works very much as an anthology series. And you could say the same about Batman Beyond, in a way. Like, the first season is very much like Batman Beyond Year 1. But, like, after that, it's pretty much anthology.
George said, me and David do a variation, David Knight, do a variation of this where he tells me to watch something and then tells me to call him and tell him my opinion on it. That is amazing. I miss David.
I miss David too. We should have him on here.
No.
Why not? You don't think he'd be down to pound?
No, I think he'd be down. I don't want to waste his time, right? If this got to a point where we had an audience, like a real audience. If we had a real audience.
We've got a committed audience.
We do have a committed
audience.
audience.
That's actually a point I wanted to bring up later. Go ahead with what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, I would want a lot of people to hear David. Not just 5 or 6 cool people. I want to wait until a day where if this gets to a point where we have like 500-600 people watching every day, and like thousands of people, or at least it'll get seen thousands of times on YouTube or whatever, you know. As soon as like something like that gets built up, that's when I would want to have David on, because then I could just interview him about his career, not just like, wasn't it fun teaching us to learn TV? You know what I mean? Like I would want to talk to him about things that as a student or as an employee I never could talk to him about. You know, I would like to go to him and be like, David, I do this for a living. It's a lot because of you. Getting into this definitely pushed me in that direction. And then when I can show him that I'm doing this professionally to any degree, and that we're doing this in a way where we make money and live off of it, that's when I would want to have him on and have him see what we are capable of and what we do, and then have him, one, be proud of us, have our crazy uncle that we love so much be proud of us, and at the same time show him to our awesome, hilarious fandom that we will have at this crazy time in the future. I just hope that he lives long enough to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because he's one of the coolest. He's one of the most... I look up to very few people.
I'm on the list of people you look up to.
No.
Because I'm taller.
No. David, for me, in no particular order, it's David, Nick.
Creighton.
No.
I'm on the
David,
list.
Nick, and one other guy in our community, but I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he'd want his name said.
Oh, okay.
But, like, that's 3 people have changed my life in ridiculous, insane ways because of the words they've told me and the ways that I live by. And I told Nick one time, I told him he had to leave, and it was after the first time I met him, and I said, listen, bro, and this is only like a year and a half into me knowing Nick. This was in Vegas when I first met him. I said, listen, bro, I love you. We'd been hanging out for a few hours, like me and all our friends. I said, listen, dude, I love you. It's so awesome that we got to come out here and do this, and that, like, you were so hospitable, and that you were, like, actually the person we met on stream, you know, like, that this happened. And I gave him a hug, and I said, listen, bro, for real, though, like, I know we've been joking around, everyone's been laughing, but, like, I can tell this is going to be a big part of my life. It's going to be a big part of Alberto's life. It's going to be a big part of this community's, like, the people that are here now. It's going to be a big part of our lives for a long time. And, I mean, I told him, I said, look, I've only met one other guy that has, like, impacted me like this. And he, like, just one person. And then I was, like, about to walk away. He was like, yo, dude, whoa, hold on. You can't say that and walk away. Who? I was like, he's the guy, he was my teacher in high school. And that's all I told him. And he was like, okay, cool. And, like, it would be really awesome if one day I
They
could...
met?
No, I mean, not that they met. It would be really cool if one day I could... it'd be really cool if I had David on. I don't think I'll ever have Nick on. I'd have to be another Joe Rogan to, like, even consider myself worthy enough to ask Nick to take time out of his day to be on something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't... it would have to be ridiculous levels of... I'd have to reach insane levels of success to even think myself worthy of asking Nick to do this.
Can I be there if we do, when we get there?
Yeah, no, look, I'm hoping that you and me take this all the way. I'm hoping this becomes, like, our fucking life.
I know.
I really enjoy this.
I
Like,
hope we
I'm
start voting.
immensely... I can't wait until a point where we can do this every single day. That's going to happen. That's going... I'm very confident in that. I believe that you and me will get to a point where this can pay the bills at least, and then we can hone our ability to sit here and talk for hours and not lose track of shit and not forget what we were talking about. Or not even forget, where we can get to a point where there's no lulls. Like, even this tonight, because, like, I'm tired. You've been at work all day. The biggest downfall to this podcast so far in us doing it is that we always have to do it right after one of us has been working all day or both of us have been working. There's no in between. You know, there's like one out of the last 20 podcasts maybe, or 30, that we both were well rested. And honestly, that was not yesterday. That was the one where your mom asked about Game Changers. For some reason, we were both on that day. And I want to get to a point where we're both...
that day, too, I think.
Yeah, I want to get to a point where we're both like that every podcast. Yeah. And it's not hard. We're going to get to a point where if we're living together, I'm going to be able to make steaks. I'm going to be able to make us good food before every podcast. We're going to be comfortable. We're going to be in our, like, a much nicer area and setup. It's going to be this awesome... What? You looking for Evie?
Oh, I heard Evie. But it was like... It was weird. I think the noise bounced off of the thing over there, and I was like... Evie?
I think we're going to get to a level where... it's much easier to do this. We're in a much more comfortable setting, and where, well, obviously we'll have had way more practice by that future, because we're already getting better at this. We're getting good at both talking for long amounts of time, and it not sound fucked up, like not as bad as it did. And I don't know, man. I mean, I have this crazy, amazing. Have you ever heard about the law of attraction? Yeah. Where if you talk about something, where if you, it's almost like speaketh and thy cometh. Is that the saying? It's where if you talk about something a lot, or if you put the energy out in the world, like that you want to do something, it'll happen.
It's gonna happen.
I think that one day, I don't think they'll meet, but I think that they'll know about each other, and I think that they'll know what each other did for me in the future when something happens. Because Nick will be part of my life forever now. I'd have to like do some crazy shit.
Luke is like Nick is like your Yoda, and
David's like my Yoda. Nick, no.
You don't think so?
No. David's like my Yoda.
I was gonna say David's like your Obi-Wan. And then
Nick is more like my Mace Windu. You don't know Nick. I know.
I don't know.
I know the comparisons I'm making.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I just was like, well, yours rant like sucks compared to what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say? It wasn't a rant. I feel like you always
not rant. I mean, like your tangent sucks more than what I was gonna say.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is like you were talking about our small group of following. I think it's good because like I listened to a lot of conspiracy shit like Coast to Coast and that kind of stuff. For those of you that don't know what Coast to Coast is, it's an AM like radio show that talks about like conspiracy theories and have different like guests on interviews or whatever that they interview like and talk about like stuff like Bigfoot, aliens, Illuminati, all that kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I was listening to some guy analyze like their show, and he was talking about like how because they're on so late at night, because they only do their show from like 1 to like 4 in the morning. They have like a small but very devoted group of followers because like nobody else is up really around that time of night. So and there's nothing else to listen to, so they listen to them. And they listen to them, and they're constantly tuning in every night because that's where they go to for their entertainment in the evening. Like you're talking about your late night workers, your graveyard shifts that are looking for some kind of form of entertainment. I'm like, that's kind of how I view our community right now. It's small, but it's very, committed to us.
Loyal, even.
Yeah.
Certain people, especially.
Yeah, especially Dilton.
Dilton and Snipes. Dilton and Snipes have probably put the most hours into being here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe, like, Blake, but he hasn't been around the last, like, 2 weeks as much.
I think he's been busy or
I think
sick
he
or
has,
something.
too. Well, I think it was mostly New Year's shit. I don't know. And we have been starting a little later than we were for a while. For a while, we were starting around 10, 11, and we've been starting them, like, 12, and he was always here at the beginning and had to leave. I have to shit again.
Really?
Yeah, it's the coffee, bro. The coffee's fucking me up. I'll give you chat. Read all of what I just read and talk to George about it yourself.
Wait. So where are we at?
So start from, or that was the last thing I read to you.
The Disney Plus.
Start from here.
Okay.
And you can go down.
Okay. Wait.
I shall return.
Okay.
Oh, where's my phone?
Who do you think you're gonna have?
I'm gonna try and listen to the podcast this time.
Or who you want to have on the show?
That's more to me than.
Yeah. I've got a list of people that I would love to have on here. We're all just trying to make David Knight proud. Ain't that the truth, George? Let's see. WWDKD, what would David Knight do? Doesn't DMT make you go to a different fucking universe? Like, actually, LMAO. When is Nick Merckx going to be on podcast? Ayo Facts. Imagine Nick Merckx and Joe Rogan on DMT. True story. When I was first starting out in New York, I visited LTV when I came home for the holidays. Without knowing my situation, literally put money in my podcast. Didn't let me say no. 3 years in, and that shit will always stay with me. What a guy. That was nice of him. Oh, gonna cry. Oh, he gonna cry. That was nice of him, though, George. That's really cool that he did that for you. What is DMT? Joe Rogan on DMT. Pocket, not podcast. Oh, I'm sorry. Put money in your pocket, not podcast. My bad. Is that gum by Adidas box behind you? Gum? Oh, yeah. Extra gum. Let's see here. It's the hallucinogenic. What is it though? Like what kind of? I know it's drugs, but I mean, like, what is it? Like, is it a pill? Is it like, is it a plant? What can you grow it? Do you have to make it like meth? Like that? What is it specifically? Because I've never heard of it before. It's both? You're saying yes, Charlie. Yes to what? All of those things. Look, I need somebody else besides Charlie to talk because, like, clearly he's just saying things while he shits. Like, he's just in such, like, amount of pain trying to shit or whatever he's doing. You'll tell me in a minute. It makes you trip. It's both natural and synthetic. That sounds like that stuff, that oil you use, Charlie. Like that. Although I think that's all natural. The CBD stuff that you use. By the way, George, have you been a cushy life like since you've been back, or not been back, but since you have come back and then gone back to New York? Like it's such a not a weird place, but it's very. I don't know how to put it. See, I just don't. I don't know if I could see you in a place like that, but like at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw you in a place like that. You're back. That was fast. Did you wipe?
Your body creates DMT naturally. DMT is in like every plant. Most animals make it. It's all natural, but there is a factory grade synthetic version that people in the early days of the internet, before they realized how bad DMT could be for certain, and not bad, but like how psychedelic it was, before they could ban it, you could literally buy like prescription grade like medical DMT on like eBay. And like Joe Rogan, he has stories about when him and his friends would literally buy pills of it and just pop pills of DMT, and it was like this crazy, ridiculous synthetic DMT. But there's also like a powder that you smoke. I mean, there's all kinds. I mean, there's.
See, I've just never heard of it before. But I don't know a lot about drugs anyway. I mean, I'm like, weed, mushrooms, acid. That's the top 3 things I've ever been around.
A place like what? What's he talking
Oh, I was talking about Cushy Life. If he had been to Cushy Life at all.
Oh, I don't know if you've been there yet.
I don't know if
CBD. Yeah, CBD isn't a drug as much as it is a.
Well, I said something about because they said natural and synthetic, and that made me think CBD. But I think CBD is like all natural, isn't it?
I think either way it does. It's kind of like DMT, where it's synthetic DMT, but natural and synthetic DMT are almost the same thing. It's just synthetic's going to be higher quality. Like, not even quality, just higher raw amount. Like, DMT is, like, in your body. Like, it can be in your blood sometimes. Like, it can be literally flowing through you.
It could be in the cocaine you snort.
No. It's not the same. But
it's all around us. It's like the Force.
No, that's not. Maybe.
It surrounds us, binds us, penetrates us, deep throats us.
CBD, it just, when it comes to synthetic, it's just more concentrated, I think. It's like with synthetic, like this stuff, it's probably in this bag. Oh. Yeah, this one is 250 milligrams in this little can, but my dad has a can a tiny bit bigger than this. It's like 1,000 milligrams, so it's just a lot more CBD itself, like milligrams of CBD that's doing it. It was rough in the beginning, like rough, but now things are pretty good. I'm actually going to rival your podcast in the next week or so.
Nice.
Well, that's not going to take much. You'll only need a few people to watch it to rival ours.
So, are you ready to call it?
Are you ready to call it?
I don't know. I'm not even like it. I got to drive a lot tomorrow. I'm not tired.
I'm low key chilling. If you want to just head out, I'll continue on my own if you want. Like, cause I want to keep going.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, I'm having fun. Before you leave, though, hold on. I gotta do something.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
We didn't use that as much as I wanted to this time.
Well, we don't have a good soundboard. I need to find a good online soundboard.
Our soundboard is literally you just going
clicking
to different tabs.
YouTube. I need like a. I want to get to a point where like it's fun doing this on the PC, but I feel like it would be better if we had this all set up on like an iPad setup, like the Sling
like
Studio. Like if we got Sling Studio and did it like that, because then we could use automated versions of that through the apps. But
Yeah. Or
What was he?
appetizers.
What did you ask him where he said that? What were you asking about?
It was rough in the beginning, like rough.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him.
What was rough in the beginning?
I don't remember.
Were
He
you asking
said
him about
something
living in New
about-
York or?
No, I feel like he is talking about New York though. But maybe
He just answered it as if it was a thing we were discussing.
maybe what he
I
just
felt like
sent,
he was
like
answering
he
you.
meant to see it sent it late earlier and it just now sent.
I don't know.
Cause I think he's watching on a phone. I'm not sure.
Well, there's only gonna be a couple of seconds delay. He's responded to most everything within a few seconds.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to figure out like what he's responding to, because it couldn't be like what we were talking about, like the DMT, because that just doesn't make sense.
Maybe. I don't know.
I did ask him about like if he had been to Cushy Life, but see that doesn't fit that either.
Doesn't.
It sounds more like he's talking about New York than anything.
Bro, I just want to call this out because you're pissing me off.
What?
You about to leave, and the reason I gotta drive tomorrow. You literally at like 11:30 said, and I quote, "Oh, it's fine. Like I don't like
Well, I
when
said
I have to
till
be
about-
ready for work. There's like this whole mental preparation, so I need to be up a few hours ahead of time. I need a lot of sleep." But tomorrow I'm just driving to Concord with like our friends, so I, don't need a lot of sleep. We can do the podcast till like 4 or 5 a.m.
I said 3 or 4, and it's about to be 3 now.
Okay, whatever. Asked if he lived a cushy life. Oh, a cushy life.
No.
Okay,
So
this
there's
is a hilarious misunderstanding.
So there's a store where Charlie gets the CBD oil and stuff in
It's
Lancaster
called Cushy
called
Life.
Cushy Life.
Spelled like.
But
I think it's
that's
spelled
funny.
like. I think it's spelled like that.
George-
Been to?
George
Have I been to a cushy life? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I do see
Oh,
how out
that's
of
amazing.
context now that sounds like something else.
That was amazing. That
Oh,
was
man.
awesome.
But you see what I'm saying now? They're like 3 in the morning. 3 or 4 in the morning. I feel like you're still...
Fuck it. I might. Creighton acting like a boomer. Imagine sleeping. That's what I'm saying. How dare you even?
Did I
consider
show you
sleeping?
that meme? That
You're leaving
I
at
found?
2 tomorrow. You said.
Yeah, but I also got to get my ticket from Chris at like 11
Ticket for what?
for the thing for the con.
Is he not going?
He is, but he's coming later, and he bought
Oh.
mine for me. Even though I was like, "Here, take my money."
Oh,
He said,
no. There's a place here called Weed World, but they only sell CBD, and that's a waste of my time. I agree. I only like CBD because my shoulder hurts, because I fucked it up in the gym one day, and it's really good for pain and all that shizzy net. Bro, George, you missed me by like 1 week. I had long hair for like a year. Like, not like Creighton long, but like past my nose. For like a long time. I had like long hair. And I just cut it. I just literally just cut it. Charlie, what podcast do you watch? What do you mean, bro? I watch Joe Rogan. I watch Your Mom's House. I watch Bertcast. I watch Theo Vaughn's podcast. Very rarely I'll listen to Duncan Trussell or Ari Shafir's podcast. Dr. Drew, I listen to his podcast. His podcast is awesome.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Drew, you turkey. I said I wanted to do this without you when you leave, but I kind of don't.
Then don't.
I don't think I'm going to.
Then don't.
I only like CBD. I don't. Wait.
Where is that meme at? That
I was just wondering. I understand. I only like CBD. I don't. Wait. I only like... George, what? I don't understand that. Read that.
What?
I'm putting... Oh, I can't... It's... I only like CBD, I don't. You with long hair, you hate to see it. What does this mean? Am I down?
I only like CBD. Oh, he's being sarcastic. I only like CBD. I don't.
That's a joke because I don't like... Okay,
Yeah,
I
see?
understand
You
now.
see? Now you're
I'm-
misunderstanding.
I'm
Like, what
tired.
the fuck?
I shouldn't do this myself. Hello, Kozfin. Kozfin. Co_Zfin. Okay. Listen. I love you guys. I think that we are going to go ahead and... Oh, shit. Hashtag Infam is trending.
Oh, what happened?
because of that tweet earlier with Nick tweeting that out. Hold on, let me find somebody to raid real quick with you, a few turkeys that are in here. I doubt that you guys will stay in any stream, but it's always good for the small streamers ratings to have those extra couple of viewers in there for a second. We'll go to
extra couple booters.
Those booters. We'll go to Tyler. Yeah, Tyler. We'll go to Tyler.
Oh, here it is. Wait, before you end the stream.
Oh, let me mute this. Okay, Boomer, that's fun. Ancient one. Very well then, Fossil. Roger that, artifact of corpse. I hate you.
I'll tweet that out later.
Good night,
so that way
Boomers.
people can
Good night, Snipes. I love you, dude. Hold on, let me pull this over here so I can still see it. Let me do that. So quiet, isn't it? Okay.
Oh, man.
Good night, George. Good night, Snipes. Good night, Kozafin.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, anyone else who's in here just, chilling with us. We're gonna raid my buddy Phoenix Angel 99.
Oh, hey, did I tell you
Tyler.
I got a lead on a mandolin?
You didn't tell me that?
I'll cover it next stream.
Okay.
That's the tease for next stream.
The tease,
Find out
right.
about my mandolin.
Oh wait, I almost messed up, bro. I forgot that I'm gonna start doing this again.
What do you start doing again?
Hold on, I'm gonna,
The song at the end?
Yeah. There it is.
Oh.
This was fun. Bro, this song is so good.
Yes.
We're gonna raid Tyler. He's chilling. Okay, boom. Let that get ready. Got 2 of you guys ready to raid. Everybody click ready so that we can raid this turkey. As soon as the beat drops, I'm clicking right now. I love you guys.
Love you guys too. Thanks for tuning in. That sounds so good. I don't mean it like that.
Yeah, well, we're just tired. Good night, guys. Ready now.